Yo, what's up, guys? You got II here today, back again, once again, with two special guests. Although one of them's not a guest exactly, but you can go ahead and introduce yourselves.
What's good, guys? It's your boy Kmoody. We back at it. We back from Washland.
Hey, Lamau.
All right, hey Lamau. All right, I got a little confused there. Try to interrupt Kyle's intro, and as you know, if you interrupt K Moody's intro, it's instant death.
Exactly.
I had to be careful. You
So,
already know.
so today we're doing something a bit different. As you guys know from the previous announcement video, we are on TMT Season 4, and I got the idea that, you know what, let's record these matches that have been played. So, if you haven't been keeping up, the pool matches have just finished today, and I decided that, you know what, we're gonna record all these pool matches, and to start off, we're gonna be recording the Heat pool matches. Now, this is gonna be a bit of a series. There are 6 different pools in the tournament, and specifically this pool has 15 matches that we're going to go through. So if you're in the tournament and you want to know what our thoughts on your matches, on your matchup, etc., feel free to watch these videos. The first match that we have is the New Mexico Granbulls versus the Tavern Scrappers. Now, the New Mexico Granbulls have Mega Scizor, Hoopa Unbound, Toxapex, Blastofelon, Tapu Bulu, Halucha, Z Salamence, Donphan, and Rotom Heat. The Tavern Scrappers have Celesteela, Z Latios, Mamoswine, Mega Venusaur, Rotom Heat, Buzzwole, Donphan, Aromatisse, and Floatzel. So, what do you guys think of the matchup so far? Just looking at what they brought this time.
I see a Floatzel on my screen, and I'm thinking, what is that thing doing in this matchup?
Yeah, I'm thinking the same. So this was an open draft, or a free draft, actually. So none of these mons cost any points. And I'm willing to bet that there was probably a better water type they could have picked. But, they do them. Again, it looks kind of fun to use, I guess. Not sure what it's doing in this matchup exactly, because I look over here on the New Mexico Granbulls team, and they have some threats, right? They have Hoopa Unbound, Z-Mints, Mega Scizor, which Mega Scizor seems to do a decent chunk to them, as their only real answers are like Rotom Heat and maybe Celesteela if it has a fire move. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that's a pretty good matchup against like Rotom Heat, kinda maybe. Don't know what the calcs are for like a Banded Aqua Jet, but like Banded Aqua Jet could like definitely take out Blaze.
Are you talking about Floatzel?
Floatzel got good attack. And then, an Ice Punch.
Bro, I see a Toxapex on their team, and immediately Floatzel is deemed unworthy of this tournament. But maybe if he doesn't switch in Toxapex, or I don't know. Floatzel's gonna have a hard time versus this team.
They have a decent amount of answers to Toxapex though, with like Latios and Mamoswine, and even like Rotom Heat, like expects Volt Switch or expects Thunderbolt.
Yeah,
I see Blastofelon breaking through his team quite easily, if I'm being honest.
On Moody's point, like Latios comes in on Toxapex, and when Latios comes in, his opponent does not have a good answer other than maybe Scizor, but that can just be remedied by a quick HP fire.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Resist?
I think this game is going to be all about momentum, because I see Blastofelon putting a lot of work on their team. Mamoswine obviously poses a problem for setup with Salamence, so it might just be like a Z move and then like 2 other attacks and then Roost. I don't know. Could be different things, but I see Mega Scizor putting in a lot if they take out Rotom.
Their Shadow Ball resist is Bright Powder Floatzel.
Exactly. Although now that I think about it, what about AV Floatzel for Blastofelon?
That's not a Pokemon.
Okay, that's true. Anyway, let's just hop right into the match. We turned on slow so we can talk about their moves a bit more. So they both lead Rotom Heat, and one of them is trying to trick the other. And so wait, what did they trick exactly? I was zooming in and out.
So one
Scarf.
They're both Choice Scarf, and one tricked while the other Volt Switch. So
so one of them. Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna be honest. It was a pretty whack play on turn 1.
I mean, I can see why they did that.
I can see it, but like, what is they gonna switch into that they're gonna get tricked?
Hoopa.
It's not gonna work on Venusaur.
Scarf the Hoopa, man. Weaken that threat. Yeah, I don't know. Rotom Heat is the Rotom Heat answer, basically.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with that play. So take a big L for that play, Tavern Scrappers.
Anyway. No, wait, didn't the Tavern Scrappers get the momentum with the Volt Switch?
Yeah, they did.
Oh.
So I don't know what you're talking about, Illusion, but
Granbulls tricked?
the Granbulls were tricked.
But Tavern
Oh my
Scrappers-
god.
No, wait, the
Tavern didn't-
Tavern Scrappers were tricked, and then they Volt Switched out. That's what happened.
Dude, I'm already confused when they have the same Pokemon and they're both scarfed. So, New Mexico Granbulls, you guys can take the L. Okay, that play makes a lot more sense now. But even still, like, what were they switching into? Latios? Scarf Latios is still a big-ass threat.
So now Latios has no switch-ins, besides maybe like Assault Vest Hoopa, if it's special, but... Anyway, let's see what they do. They Volt Switch out, which is smart, I guess. At least it didn't trick again. So now they're going into Scizor, and this could easily be bought by an HP Fire. Now it's Calm Mind Lati. So Latios is actually Z-move, and I see no switch-ins on his team if he is Hidden Power Fire.
Like,
So we're about to find out. So they Mega. Let's see if they can take one. They Bullet Punch, actually, which may be smart, as he goes for HP Fire, killing Mega
Bullet Punch,
Scizor.
Fire. Yeah. Bullet Punch was the right play, and I think going into Scizor was the right play.
Yeah.
Considering that Latios, Draco into HP Fire pretty much bodied everything on their team.
Definitely. But now, looking at their team, Mamoswine does a lot more. Assuming it has, like, Knockoff or Stone Edge. Like, once
But
Mega
you lose
Scizor is
to
down... Yeah. So Scizor goes down as they bring in Blastoise. Probably Scarf. There's no other reason why you would bring it in. But... So I guess they Scarfed maybe Rotom Heat and Blastoise, but that did 0. They get the Spadef drop. And now decisions have to be made. What do you think Tavern Scrappers should do? Do you think they should switch out, or?
Scrappers, they might be able to Mega Evolve and like Synthesis up.
Yeah.
Because that Shadow Ball did no damage. I'd be thinking they were Scarfed. And like, even if they weren't Scarfed, what are they gonna do? Like, Fire Blast doesn't kill, and at the very least, you can get the Mega off before switching out.
You guys think that maybe Blastoise has less special attack than speed in this case? Because that did like that did
no damage.
That did no damage. Like they might be Max Spadef Venusaur, but even then, Shadow Ball should have done more, especially because they haven't Mega'd yet. Anyway, we'll resume the battle as they Mega smart as they go for the Calm Mind. Yep. So Blastoise was not Scarf, and they completely bluffed it. Okay, so now Blastoise looks like a threat. Let's see what they go. Okay, they decided to sack Latios. Psychic.
Oh, that was a whack play.
That was a whack play. Shadow.
Why would you ever go for Psychic?
I can see why, because they wanted to do more damage to Venusaur. It's like, I guess it could have been Earthquake. But even then, I think Shadow Ball was always the play. Because that covered pretty much every switch in he had. Like, even if
what
you
are they gonna do? Like, even if I couldn't see Venusaur going for Earthquake, and like at +1 and -1 Spadef, Shadow Ball was still doing a lot.
Yeah. Then again, Venusaur really doesn't do much to his team at this point. I mean, it takes hits from Blastoise and kind of Rotom Heat, but Z-Salamence and Hoopa U, and it can't really break Toxapex. I don't know. I could see them trying to go for Earthquake to get some damage off.
Honestly, I'm kind of shocked they even have Psychic as coverage, but I can kind of see it.
Yeah, me too. So they go into Latios, trying to sack it off, as now the Z move's coming out. Devastating Drake, which does a lot for Calm Mind boost, as they go for Shadow Ball, and probably will get the speed now, is what I'm guessing. Yep, they do get the speed. All right. So, but now Rotom Heat can come in and just take a hit. Actually did a lot. Okay. So they'll Volt Switch out.
Can we pause real quick?
Yeah.
I just wanna pause real quick. Imagine if they went for Shadow Ball right there. They could have maybe won the game right then and there.
Oh yeah, definitely. Assuming they're not like Aqua Jet Floatzel, which they would have brought in. if they were.
Yeah, they would have brought in afterwards anyways. So I gotta give a big L to the New Mexico Granbulls once again. That's 2 L's already.
Big L.
Anyway, let's see what they go into. So they decided to go into floats. Ah, here it is. Dingy Ricky. Back again once again. So now Toxapex comes out.
Yeah. What? I don't know what this Floatzel is ever gonna do to King Toxapex.
Thunder Punch? I don't know.
That's not doing damage.
You think?
I'm actually gonna check that right now. Does Floatzel get Thunder Punch?
Does it?
Oh.
Does it get Earthquake? I don't know. I don't use Floatzel.
Bulk up.
Bulk up. It could do both.
Thunder Punch doesn't get Earthquake.
Does it get Power Up Punch? Because I could see them being like sub to lure in like a Toxic on Toxapex or something like that.
Like taunt and stuff, and it does get sub.
Sub
but
bulk up, maybe.
Return? I don't know.
We'll find. Well, they switched, so I guess we'll never know. But Toxapex sets up a Toxic Spike, and I'm not sure what that'll do for his team. Considering he can switch in and out of Celesteela and Rotom Heat into Mega Venusaur again, but
I guess like if. Oh yeah, I was gonna say. I guess it like Floatzel or if he goes into Mamoswine predicting something, it'll get poisoned and that'll help. I guess not really sure, but it's better than nothing. I probably would have went for Skull to get the burn.
Yeah. I probably would have done the same, assuming it's a standard Toxapex set. Assuming. Anyway, Celesteela comes out, and they aren't Z Celesteela, so that's an immediate L in my book. I think Celesteela should always be Z. I can see why they're Z Latios, but I think Celesteela is a lot more threatening as a Zmon. But that makes it a lot more easier to put it as a defensive mon as opposed to an offensive mon, so I see that being a factor here. As they go for Toxapex goes for block, which
I didn't even know. Okay. I didn't even know that Toxapex got block. That's wild.
So they block the Celesteela. I guess they're trying to block Venusaur, but what would that have done? I don't know. Anyway,
block. Blocks. I think it's a cool tech. It might be able to PP stall Venusaur.
Maybe they were soak toxic. If Toxapex gets soak, I'm not sure on that front, but that could have been cool. That could have been really cool, actually.
Well, let me check if Toxapex soak. Quick, but that's a cool tech. That's a cool tech. I wonder what their plan is.
Well, Venusaur was trapped. Yeah, maybe. So they go for Leech Seed here, as Rotom Heat is obviously going to Trick, maybe, or switch. Yeah. He goes into Hoopa.
They can go for Overheat.
As he goes into his own Rotom Heat. Okay, all right, that's fair. Signal Beam. Okay. That's interesting. I don't like how my voice just cracked there, but it is what it is. So Rotom Heat goes down. Their answer is Mega Venusaur.
Wait, pause. When Mega Venusaur is your switching to Hoopa U, there's a problem.
I kind of would have liked like Assault Vest Pursuit Floatzel this match instead, if I'm being honest. Because that took care of Blastophilon, and that also could have Pursuit trapped Hoopa if it wasn't Scarfed. Anyway, carry on. They hyperfit. Yep, Mega Venusaur is never an answer, man. Not the Hoopa Unbound. So Hoopa goes down.
You can just go into like Salamence here or Rotom Heat. Not sure about Rotom Heat. I guess you can just go for the Overheat.
But as I said earlier, like Mamoswine just stomps on him now. Like his only answer is.
Oh wait, can you pause real quick?
Yeah. There you go.
Hey, dude, Tavern Scrappers make a fire play going to Mega Venusaur on the Toxapex double. Being honest here, I would have liked to see them go into Salamence over Rotom Heat to apply more pressure, but I guess they don't have a fire move for Celesteela, and they don't want Celesteela to come in. So I can understand that.
You think they're
And Overheat.
Sorry, you can go.
It did a lot of damage to Floatzel, more than I would have thought.
Yeah, that's true. Floatzel took what, like over half? That's crazy. They could be Shuckaberry for Mamoswine on Toxapex, so they could also be Yachi, but I don't know. I think Shucka might be a bit more likely just so it can try and get a Scald Burn, but anyway. They go for Synthesis there. As they go for the block, and we're about to find
Yeah,
out what the Toxapex set is. Giga Drain crits them. Doesn't really matter too much. As they go for Spite.
Block
Hey,
and
that's cool. Ah, that's really cool. I like it.
This tech actually can beat Venusaur and Celesteela.
And there's the Toxic Spikes. Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on, can we pause real quick?
Yeah.
You see them in the chat? They're just like, oh no. Oh,
Well played.
oh no, because they know they're about to go through this 70-turn stall spite PP stall.
That's what Toxapex does best, my friend.
Yeah.
So, right, we're gonna be skipping through 30 turns of straight PP stall.
I mean, Spike takes a good chunk out, so it might not be as long as you think, but that's crazy though. I didn't expect Spite. I thought, does Toxapex get soak? Did we go over that?
Does not get soak.
Okay, so Spite is still cool. Yeah, I like it. There's the Spite
Full tech on the
and the
part
hidden
of.
power.
I gotta subtract 1 L from the New Mexico Granbulls for bringing the spicy tech. Also, this allows them to set up T-spikes on the Mega Venusaur, which are honestly not that good, but they're still pretty decent.
Yeah, I mean, they break any sashes Mamoswine might have, I guess. And they also allow... Yeah, you can go.
And to an extent, like, can help Rotom win in the end game with Overheat, because I know that doesn't Oko, what's his face? Does not Oko.
Doesn't Oko what?
Swine.
Oh yeah. So they're not Shuckaberry. They're Black Sludge or leftovers. They're leftovers actually, which they should always be Black Sludge. That's an L. That's another L.
That's an L.
Especially if they have Trick Rotom on the other side. Like if you, yeah. Anyway.
So back to 2 L's on the New Mexico Granbulls.
I don't know. Spite. I might give them -2 L's for that.
1 L.
-1.5 maybe. Anyway, Spite's coming in clutch here, as Mega Venusaur is soon going to be struggling to break through Toxapex. And there's my L for the night. Yeah.
This is really cool tech on. I like this.
You can tell it was an L from
set,
no reaction from you guys, but yeah.
Set is gonna be put very and stored in the database for future use.
Definitely.
I'm definitely taking this.
This is up there with Agility, Baton Pass, Mega Scizor. Well, almost up there.
Alright, we gotta plug our own sets every video. You already know. We're the goats of team building.
The one set I remember from that season. Anyway, so they're just spamming Toxic Spikes, which I don't know why they're not spamming Spite. Maybe they're saving it for Celesteela? Maybe.
Yeah, I understand.
What is this Mega Venusaur gonna do? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's true. But Spite would make it last longer. I'd
say Spike for Celesteela as well. I mean, you don't really need Toxic Spikes after this.
That's true. I mean, even if Toxapex decides to block Celesteela in the end game, he's gonna have to deal with Leech Seed.
Wait, so this
Spike's pretty effective.
Toxapex doesn't have Spite, Toxic Spikes, and what's the last move? Recover?
Yeah, Recover.
Yeah, so no attacking moves on this. I mean, he has nothing else to go to for.
So Mamoswine, yeah, I still stand by my view on Mamoswine. Mamoswine might win them this game, even if Mega Venusaur goes down, which it will.
All they have to do is stall a couple turns, and maybe Overheat will be able to clean up, especially with Salamence in the back.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
Mence might be Yachi Berry too, but it's unlikely because it is their Z move, their Z move user.
Yachi Berry, he could like potentially. Maybe nah.
No, if he's Yachi Berry, they could easily win the game.
Like even after this, it's kind of in a rough position, but still had a good chance.
Rotom Heat looks a lot better without Mega Venusaur in its way. I will say that.
Even if they say they bring Mammo after, it's kind of in a 50-50 because if it goes for Earthquake, it
Pex goes
he has
down.
2 Levitate Mons, and if they stall a couple turns, he'll be able to clean up with Rotom Heat.
No, but that's the thing. They don't have to go for Earthquake first turn because Toxapex doesn't have an attacking move.
Yeah.
They can easily predict.
Pretty sure Toxapex lives 1 Earthquake, at the very least.
Surely, assuming it's not like Life Orb. There's the struggle. There it is.
I love Mega Venusaur. I hate.
Seeing your beloved starter get struggle from this beast.
I think we now know who the real best poison type is now.
Hey.
In most situations. Well, yeah. Anyway, Venusaur's going to go down this next turn, maybe? As they're just spamming Toxic Spikes, which I can see why. There's no reason to have them go for any other move at this point, because they keep getting leftovers back.
Yeah.
So now see what they go into. They could go into, well, they're going into Mamoswine. There's no way they're not. Yeah, so Barney comes out. Let's see what they go for. Rock Slide, see? Yep. Yep.
Yeah, but
as they go for Recover again. And it turns out they're Life Orb. So that could play a factor in if Overeat kills or not, assuming they're
oh my god.
like
Pause the game. Pause the game. Disgusting Pokemon off my screen. Life Orb, Mamoswine, super effective, Stab, Earthquake, did not even kill.
Maybe they're jolly. You don't know. Maybe they're not max attack. Maybe.
Right here they
probably
right
not.
Here they go for Rock Slide though, because they need to keep Toxapex kind of alive, right?
They don't need to keep Pex alive. That's the thing. Well, if Mamoswine goes down, Rotom Heat wins the game.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
What would
Well,
what would you guys do this play? Would you go Mince or would you stay in with Toxapex again?
Honestly, I'd probably sack Ment here.
Yeah, I would too. I'd try to get Intimidate off on Mamoswine if I could.
Let's say in this world they're Aqua Jet Floatzel. Like I would have thought they would have brought out early, but they still might be Aqua Jet Floatzel.
Yeah, they could also be Ice Beam Floatzel too.
Well, that's why you keep Pex around.
Yeah, I can see why.
That's what I keep Pex around.
Yeah, I'd go Mince as well. Let's see if they do that. So Poison's slowly wearing down Mamoswine as they go Mince. Yep. Let's see if they predict it.
Good play.
Yep, they do. They go for the Rock Slide, expecting Rotom Heat, I guess, and they're not Intimidate, which is interesting. So now do you? Okay, so now would you guys have doubled back into Pex this turn?
Yeah.
I probably would have doubled back into Pex.
Yeah, because it could have taken another Earthquake too, because
What
with regen. Yeah. So let's see if they do that. So they go Floatzel here.
Doubling
As
back
they go for
Pex.
Aqua Tail. That's interesting. You think they might be Scarf? They're probably
Doubling
Scarf.
back into Pex was the way. Can you pause real quick?
Yeah.
Doubling back into Pex was the play.
Yeah, I think so too, because Mamoswine was taking more and more poison damage, and another Life Orb hit.
Even if they gone for Earthquake, it would not have killed.
Yeah, unless they crit, of course. But.
As shown before. And say they get a crit, Ment afterwards, and Mamoswine would die of poison and recoil, and Rotom would be able to clean up the game versus the last two.
Yeah, definitely. So it looks like the natural gift is coming out. I was gonna say it looks like the game's over, but that happened. So natural gift is probably for the Scizor.
That's kinda
So
cool, though.
everything on their team had something for Scizor, barring maybe Mamoswine probably.
Everything had something for Scizor, but they have this broken Toxapex staring them down.
Exactly. So Celsius is gonna come out. Leechy's obviously gonna happen, as they'll probably Spite here. Or Block. Block works. Anyway. Celesteela is slowly... Oh, they're Air Slash. That changes some things. Like that. So the game's not yet over. Celesteela is still alive, and if there's a Celesteela, there's a way. Especially with that crit.
When there's a crit, there's a way, my boys.
He needs to start spiting him now. Otherwise, this game is going to be a lot more difficult than he imagined. As another flinch comes out. Ooh. Yeah, don't underestimate the Celesteela. You will be very disappointed if you do. All they need is, like, 2 crits.
Yeah, and some flinches.
And some flinches, yeah.
Dang.
But
know if you-
Toxapex is doing what it does best, installing
Yo, this is
Celesteela
Gen
out.
7
It is
This?
actually. There's the spite though, so
Pokemon.
it's happened. Air Slash has been reduced by 4.
that earlier.
So Air Slash comes out again. They may have to sack Men sooner or later. So they seem to be a defensive Celesteela set. So if they do manage to have to switch out and sack Mence or something along those lines, then that will be done. They could always go Rotom too, whenever they wanted, and just overheat.
True.
Assuming Celesteela doesn't have coverage for that, which they probably don't because Omega Scizor is on the other team. But Leech Seed is slowly wearing down. Oh, there's the crit. Flinch? No.
Wow.
They really needed that one.
That's so big.
Let's recover. You know, if they're Spadef Celesteela, they can take Rotom Heat. They can take on Rotom Heat. Something I could also see them... No. I was going to say, like, if Toxapex somehow went down, they could maybe go into Rotom Heat and Trick, but I don't think that'd ever be the play. Because if they went Mammo, they could win with Rock Slide. So, never the mind. Anyway, Toxapex is slowly but surely being worn down, as is Celesteela. There's another flinch. And let me know when you want me to skip turns.
I just start skipping turns a little bit.
Yeah.
Boring game. Oh, they think it's right here.
Nope. So,
They still have.
there's the Heavy Slam. Flame Charge. Okay, they're Flame Charge. So now the
That's an
speed is
interesting
being...
set.
That is an interesting set. If they're... So now the double into Rotom Heat. Okay, things are getting a bit more interesting. Yeah, they double as they Leech Seed. Okay. That's cool. I wonder
This
if
is a free
there's...
over-
There's an
Yeah.
overheat. Still, they live on 1. Okay, if Celesteela has another move to hit Rotom Heat, this could be game. Nope, they double Leech Seed. Okay.
Honestly, if they still. Oh my god. All right.
Well, not get. Oh, there's the miss. Oh, wait.
Oh
Wait.
my gosh.
This is brutal. If they flinch Rotom Heat
Accuracy?
down, this is going to be painful. Let's see what happens. They miss another one. Oh, that's awful. I'm so sorry. There's the Heavy Slam.
Pokemon.
There's the Leech Seed. And I can't believe it, but they may edge this one out. The Tavern Scrappers may
God.
actually edge this one
Not
out. And they had a
like this.
Floatzel. They go
Not
Mince. They go
like
Mince, and then they
this.
double into Pex. Okay. As they go for Heavy Slam. Man. Okay, so this is going to come down to a 50-50 with Mammo eventually. This is crazy. There's the Leech Seed miss. Did they spite him? They spited. Okay.
He must be running out of recover PP himself, right? And
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's the Leech Seed miss again. There's the spite.
It's just
Oh,
so
this
sad.
This is deserved. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tavern Scrappers, but that's deserved for those 2 misses.
Oh no.
There's
Not
the,
like this.
There's the Flame
Oh
Charge.
my goodness. No Scald either.
That's crazy. I wonder how many Leech Seeds they have. I wish we could see the stat summary through the replays, but unfortunately. Anyway, Toxapex is clearly spamming Spite right now. Oh, this is brutal. Leech Seed finally connects. Let's see what they do. They go for Toxapex that turn. Ooh. That's not good. And now all Celesteela has to do is attack. Let's see if they do it. Heavy Slam. Oh, no! Oh, no! No!
Fly away,
No!
my son. In the
Turn 88. All they have to do is connect the Leech Seed and go for Earthquake eventually. This is terrible. Those 2 overheat misses.
Not like this.
This was brutal.
Pokemon's a great
Oh,
game.
no.
And they ended up
Oh,
forfeiting
no.
to the Tavern Scrappers. Oh, I'd say it was a good game, but there was so much hacks, man. Ah, the Floatzel team won it.
Madness.
Toxapex, Gen 7, let's go.
I guess. All right,
7 in a nutshell.
moving on.
Wow, what a game.
I know. I really love the spite Toxapex bring, but
Season
even
4.
even Toxapex can't beat out hacks. in the end game.
Sadness.
All right, so moving on to the next match, we have the New Mexico Granbulls facing off against Team Royalty. Now, Team Royalty has Zeke here on black, which they did not bring. Scullipede, Manaphy, Mega Kangaskhan. How do you guys feel about Mega Kangaskhan?
I love Mega Kangaskhan. Great mon.
I too am partial for it, as some of you know from my Hive matches. Illusion.
Mediocre mon at best.
I'm not gonna say it's the best Mega because it's not, but it is fun to use if you haven't used it before. I will say that. So they have Mega Kangaskhan, they have Metagross, Rotom-Mow, Conkeldurr, Incineroar, and Palossand. They did not bring Rotom-Mow, which I think is interesting. I don't know. I feel like that could have had a decent matchup versus their team, maybe. Anyway, so New Mexico Granbulls have Mega Scizor, Hoop Unbound, Z-Mints, again, Toxapex, and this time they're bringing Bulu and Lucha. Lucha is probably the Grassy Seed set, I would say.
Yeah.
Probably.
That would make the most sense.
So what do you guys think about team matchup here?
First off, I want to say New Mexico Granbulls, I'm so sad for you guys.
I would like to apologize on behalf
School maximum
of
sadness.
TMT
Oh my
for the
gosh.
axiness.
So you can't pass speed. Can you pass speed, or you just can't pass speed and attack?
You can pass speed, but you can't pass speed and attack. So basically what you said.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, so what do you guys think of the matchup here?
Interesting.
Like, okay. I see a Palossand on my screen, and as you know, Palossand counters Hawlucha.
It does? I guess with Haze.
If it's skill swap Palossand, absolutely countered.
You only said.
So
if you don't run that set, it's automatically a win for the New Mexico Granbulls. But speaking more seriously, it's a good matchup versus Bulu, Hawlucha, and to an extent Salamence, which I like. I'm not seeing a very convincing way of dealing with Toxapex.
No real.
yeah, no.
Unless Metagross is like Zen Headbutt, right?
The best way
They have the best Mega Metagross counter in the game. Young
Mega
Mega
Metagross?
Scizor.
Yeah. So.
That's true.
The best regular, even regular Metagross to an extent.
Just looking at team preview, Bulu doesn't look like he's gonna do much. Metagross pretty much always walls Bulu. We've used Metagross to wall Bulu in the past, and it's nearly always worked. It has always worked, actually. I can see Mintz putting in work. I could see Mintz putting in work here.
I think Kangaskhan can put in a lot of work against Toxapex, though.
Definitely, especially if it's like Power Up Punch and then Fire Punch for Mega Scizor. I could see that devastating his team.
Fire Punch, and then like Double Edge. Even like Double Edge, like one Double Edge is gonna do a lot to Toxapex.
Yeah, exactly. Hoopa Unbound, he doesn't have any answers for that. I mean, I guess Incineroar could come in, but
Scolipede?
yeah, so I guess but that's not really a check. Well, it's a check, but it's not really
It's
an
an
answer
offensive.
to it. Yeah,
Offensive check.
that's true.
Yeah.
Really could see Mintz putting in a lot of work here. Let's just hop right into the match.
Yeah.
So, Toxapex comes out first as they go Incineroar, and
So right here, like, unless even Banded Earthquake doesn't kill, but they can get a quick knockoff.
yeah, I could see them going for a knockoff or U-turn here. Toxapex, what do you think they'll go for? Scald maybe?
Scald is the best play here because you could just like get a burn on.
Yeah, you can get a Scald.
If they U-turn, they'll
I
probably
mean-
go into Manaphy.
Right.
Oh, they go for Wisp. That's interesting. Okay, let's see what they do. They go for Toxic Spike. I don't know why they went for Toxic Spikes there. I guess they want to force in
I
Scolipede.
can sort of
Actually,
understand.
no, I can see that. So if Incineroar decided to stay in, now if Scolipede wants to come back in to get rid of the T-Spikes, they're going to have to risk a Scald Burn. So I kind of like that play now. I think about it.
I can definitely understandable.
Yeah. So they go into Scolipede and they risk a Scald Burn here, which is, let's see. Oh, they actually double. Okay. So Mint comes out. They are just rechecking their Z move. Their Z Care and Black. So Z Scolipede is not really a threat to them at all since it doesn't exist. But they'll double out into Incineroar here. And let's see what they go for.
Ooh.
What do you guys
Yikes.
think of this play? It's a play, for sure.
What were they?
About the 6'10" 12-year-old.
No one flare blitzes the
What were they
Salamence with the Toxapex in the... I guess, I don't know.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
And then they double out again as Incineroar goes for U-turn. Okay. Oh, there's the... Okay, Rocky Helmet, Toxapex. What do you think Scolipede goes for here? Spikes, maybe? I doubt they set up because Mega Scizor is a thing.
Yeah, but you could Baton Pass.
True, they could Baton Pass. It might be Spikes Baton Pass. My bet's on Spikes. Let's see what they do. Sub. Okay. So they're probably sub Baton Pass with Black Sludge. At least they're using Black Sludge. So they Baton Pass into Manaphy. Okay.
Yeah, then they...
Wait, did they not did they not get speed? They didn't get speed.
No, they're not speed.
So they just lost their health for no reason?
Wait. Do we not allow speed passing? I'm fairly
Maybe
sure we
allow it?
do. I'm fairly sure we do allow speed passing. Did they just forget? Oh, yeah, they forgot to put speed boost on Scolipede. That is unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
It's pretty sad.
So now Manaphy is going for a Tail Glow here, and Toxapex can get blown back by a Psychic. If I'm being honest. Yep, Toxapex is not an answer to Tail Glow Manaphy, I'm sorry to say. Pain Split, that's interesting though.
They've actually been using Toxapex extremely well, which I've been a fan of.
Yeah, definitely. So they go Hoopa here, as they make the correct play and go for Surf, expecting a switch. I might have sacked Bulu at that point, but maybe they're Scarf Bulu. But
I would have Hoopa would have been nice, but I guess Incineroar is a pretty decent counter to some extent.
yeah, I could see it. Unless Focus Blast kind of bodies Incineroar if they're not AV. But yeah, so Metagross always comes in pretty much as they double into Pex. Good play on their part. Again, I could still see sub Scolipede being an issue as they go for rocks. Expecting Toxapex not to have Scald like the last match. Clever. So they go for rocks there as they double out into Scolipede, kind of like last time. But now rocks are up on their side of the field as they go for liquidation, and it's true. I guess they didn't have Scald. Okay. Not sure why they're liquidation though.
Yeah, what? That I don't understand that.
I don't, especially now that they're burned, it's gonna do 0. Liquidation really does nothing for them. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, honestly, I don't see why they'd ever be liquidation.
Yeah.
I mean, Scald, like, do they have anything on their team that
Kyurem Black, Scolipede, Manaphy, Mega Kang, Metagross,
you
Rotomo,
want the
Conk,
burns?
Incineroar, Bowser. Yeah, maybe they didn't want to Scald burn Guts Conkeldurr. I don't know. Anyway, so they don't have Scald, and that's going to be an issue for them. Scizor comes in on the Scolipede as they go for sub, which I guess is fine.
Even revealing the liquidation, kind of like now your Toxapex is kind of toothless.
Toothless?
You like before you'd have to be scared of switching it into burns.
Maybe
Now,
they're
not so much.
Okay, now that I think about it, maybe they're not speed boost on purpose because now they're passing attack instead of speed. Okay, so maybe it was a bluff. It might have been a bluff earlier. That's kind of clever.
I don't really like that though.
Oh, then they're spikes.
that's
They're not
kinda
even
why.
attacking. Okay, so that's what they were. Okay. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think speed is more important than attack.
Dude,
This-
with like, especially with big hitters like Incineroar.
You,
And
especially
like
when you
power
have
up Punch
Manaphy.
King. Yeah. I can see why they did it, but with like Haze Toxapex, I don't think it's worth it to set up. And there's the Tox Spikes. Okay. So they'll probably Baton Pass into Metagross. Maybe.
King, right?
Or into whatever comes out now. They make a interesting double into Mega Scizor. As they go for Swords Dance here, okay. I'm not sure what they're Baton passing into. They have to do Metagross if they don't want something to be poisoned. As they just Bullet Punch. We're about to find out.
That Toxapex is putting a lot of pressure.
As Kangaskhan comes out, and remember there's no speed passing, so +2 Kang is on the field without Power Up Punch, and Toxapex is the sack.
Yeah, now you just.
Own rules,
Did they Fire
so-
Punch? They
Lol.
play Frustration, so that was a good play. Yeah, it's looking
Now
like
you can-
it's looking really brutal for the New Mexico Granbulls at this point.
Sucker punch, they're in trouble.
Yeah,
Or even this is a speed tie.
it's not a speed. It might be a speed tie. Anyway, Mince goes for the Z move and Kang is down.
Probably it was a speed tie, which is
But now they go into Scolipede, interesting enough, as they can now Dragon Dance. Huh.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that play at all. I would have gone Manaphy to force it out. That's crazy. Because he knows there's no speed, right? Okay, so now they get a +1 for nothing. Metagross comes out. If they're Shuckleberry, they're going to take nothing from it. That's a crit, but they still kind of take nothing from it, as Ice Punch probably comes out and kills Mince. So Mince was never really a threat to begin with, I guess, but still.
Okay.
Speed passing, I think, would have been better in this scenario. Anyway, Scizor comes out, as now Incineroar comes out, and it's actually Defog Scizor. Okay. Wisp. Yeah, it's not looking too good for the New Mexico Granbulls at this point.
so if they don't have the right what am I thinking of?
Halucha set?
That Halucha could possibly win. Because
Halucha's-
we can
Yeah, you can keep going. Sorry.
Metagross, and then it kills everything but Palossand. So if they don't have like a cool gimmick on Palossand that stops Halucha, then it's pretty much gonna be over. Even despite this.
I don't know.
How bad it was.
Incineroar's still around too. And he has no...
Yeah,
it's not a
you can
fighting
still intimidate the Halucha.
Yeah, he double whiffs. U-turn probably comes out. Yep.
He should. I feel like he should have gone for try to kill it.
And now Halucha... So evasion's lowered, so he can high jump kick freely here.
Yeah.
If he wants to. But Incineroar might switch. As he doubles back into Scizor. Okay.
I thought he might go for the
As he
SD
double
there.
wisps. Okay.
Okay.
So he realizes they realize the threat Halucha is, so I think they're sacking Incineroar here. As he U-turns again. And now if Incineroar wasn't in range of fighting move earlier, it is now. So he goes Palossand. But you're never out jump kicking when there's a Palossand around.
If he can get this Palossand a little bit weakened, I can maybe see this getting pulled off, but
Yeah,
it's looking
Sludge
rough.
Bomb. Ooh, that is tech. Sludge Bomb Palossand. Okay.
I didn't even know that got Sludge Bomb. That's cool.
Me either. So he's just spamming Sludge Bomb here. This is going to be a really long recording, guys. We're probably how many minutes in so far? Like 30?
maybe we can cut it up.
Yeah. Yo, where are the sweeps? Where are the sweeps in this game? Why are both games 100 turns each?
Oh, I don't know. Anyway, Bullet Punch is doing negligible damage. And Scizor is still around. So now he's going Manaphy here, which is interesting. Bullet Punch does 9, exactly. 9%. Surf does a lot, actually. 42%. Okay, so now there's the crit. I don't think the crit really matters in the end, but Bulu comes in and decides to heal Manaphy a bit because he's a good friend.
He has to say they have to play the Halucha very well, otherwise it's looking a bit grim. That actually did a lot for Horn Leeches. They might be banded.
I don't think they're defensive Metagross. Well, they might be. It's probably
Oh, they're
banded if
faster
it's.
too. Yeah, they did a lot of damage, even for like bring in the Scolipede.
Yep,
and I don't
obviously.
think Hornleech breaks the sub.
Nope.
Oh, that's
Dang.
sad.
Especially
So
because
they're in trouble.
it's a non-attacking Scolipede, so it's probably like max HP and then defense and speed maybe. So Swords Dance comes out. It's not banded. It's Whirlwind. Okay. Oh, there's the Grassy Seed. That's clever. I like that.
TC, huh?
To beat
That's an
the
interesting set.
Halucha, it always comes out on Halucha too. So I don't think they're Haze Palossand anymore. As now Incineroar comes out, as they'll probably roost here. Yep. And you mind if I skip a few turns?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So
This is very
there's the Fire Punch. The one turn I skip into the Fire Punch. Scissor's gone. And now Bulu has to come in to set it up for Halucha. And where there's a will, there's a way. Aquaberry. Okay. I guess they're regretting not Wisping there as they go for Horn Leech.
Yo, that Fire Punch did not do a lot.
No, it did not. So it's probably defensive Incineroar. If they
Negative
can...
amount of damage.
So now here's how I see it. I can see... Okay, so now there are two things that they can do. He can either Whirlwind or he can go Halucha this turn. Now that Palossand isn't ready with the Grassy Seed, Halucha can maybe win the game, actually. He brings in Palossand anyway. Okay. You know what? Maybe Bulu can win the game. I take it back. Actually, Bulu kind of does win the game. Huh.
Huh? Yeah. This is
Disregard what we've said this entire match.
There's like it looks good on paper for the team, but they're so weak and bad.
They're not. I'm not gonna say they're bad. It's just like wow. It's not what I expected. Incineroar should have been able to burn Bulu. Or weaken it a bit. So they switch into Halucha here. Oh, there's the Wisp miss, which is brutal. Now Incineroar's gone, and so is their Bulu answer.
The game. I don't think they can beat Bulu now.
No, they can't.
Is
Sludge Bomb. I guess
Palossand-
Sludge Bomb. Now that I think about it, Sludge Bomb Palossand is still around. He's gonna have to spam it. There's the bulk up. So I'm not even sure if Palossand can beat Lucha unless he poisons him, which is not what's happening. It's Roost. Okay. Psychic.
You know
Okay.
what?
Maybe it can. So he's got to start attacking. But as long as Palossand's weakened, Bulu wins. There's the poison. And at this point, I would have hoped to be poisoned there. To be honest. You know?
Actually, being burned might have been able to help him if he got burned.
On Lucha? No, I don't think so.
But
But Psychic was still doing over half. But now Bulu comes in and he'll probably kill. Maybe. If he's not. If he's at max attack. So he sacks Manaphy, which is odd because I think that wasn't the sack to make. Because Manaphy may have the Ice Beam. But I don't think that was ever the sack. Scolipy's going to come out, but it's not going to do anything. It's Swords Dance nothing. Swords Dance no attack. So Scolipede goes down. Wow. I didn't see this outcome happening. Okay.
That Bulu. I kind of thought that
Hey,
might have been able to come through, but young Bulu.
I remember at the beginning of this match, I said Bulu's doing nothing to them.
Now we said Bulu doing nothing. We may be a little bit washed up, boys.
Yeah, I don't know. Whenever we had a Metagross, we always used it as the ultimate counter to Bulu, but okay. And they had Scolipede too. That's so weird. Huh.
this game was wild.
Yeah, this game was weird. Anyway, congrats to New Mexico Granbulls for picking up this win. I guess that kind of makes up for the last match. Kinda. With all the hacksiness. Anyway.
They should be 2-0 right now, but they're definitely not. So sad boys.
Yeah. Anyway, so the next match has the New Mexico Granbulls versus the Tangang. So if you guys didn't know, I'm going through the ordered list on the TMT doc, and that basically does it like, let's say like F1 versus F2, then F1 versus F3, F1 versus F4, etc. So that's why all these matches are New Mexico Granbulls, and it's gonna slowly progress into all of the matches. But anyway, because we've been on the New Mexico Granbulls side since day one, I think it's only fair that we switch sides. What do you guys think? It's only
I can agree with that.
yeah. So the what team are they playing? Tangang. So Tangang has Z Coco, always a favorite. Infernape, Hydreigon, Mega Diancie, which they didn't bring. Scizor, Celebi, Umbreon, Cofagrigus, and Piloswine. So a bunch of fat mons mixed with Coco and Infernape and Hydreigon. What do you guys think of matchup here?
Metronome Hydreigon on the Toxapex is
Yes.
the only set
Yes.
that wins the team.
What?
You want to explain the reference?
Yeah, we
Illusion.
brought to win TMT Season 2. We subbed up on the Toxapex and Juan was sub Metronome Hydreigon. Said probably gonna be honest, Hydreigon's matchup does not look very great, but with the right like it can put in a lot of work.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like Bulu if Scizor wasn't there.
Yeah.
I guess
Celebi-
Celebi can kind of wall too, now that I think about it. Um,
As always, Halucha can 6-0 anything.
yeah. If Piloswine goes down, I can see Mince being a huge threat.
Megahorn Bulu just rips through Celebi, no? Like Celebi has kind of a
Oh,
tough
true,
matchup.
true. I forgot Bulu had Megahorn.
It can't really break through Scizor is the only thing.
Yeah, unless it has HP Fire.
Yeah, I mean, but even like Toxapex with the poison, I mean, Gunk Shot on Donphan, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I really like
tough.
the Dragons matchup. This match is basically what I'm saying. So Hydreigon also has a pretty decent shot. Anyway, let's just hop right in. I'm sure this video is already too long for most people, but for those who want to see their matches, I guess they'll have to scroll through. But anyway, there. Yes, it's Sub Hydreigon, Illusion.
If it's not Metronome, get these guys are banned. from
Please,
TMT.
please be Metronome, please. Okay, there's the flinch. You already know. You already know it's Metronome. Please be Metronome. Even if it's not Metronome, that's fine, because they have Bulu. Okay, so it could be Metronome. Go for Flash Cannon or something, maybe. I don't know. Toxapex comes back out. I guess they're scouting for Flamethrower. Flamethrower's fine. There's the burn, which is unfortunate. So they could just spam Flamethrower expecting Bulu eventually. But they go for Dark Pulse, and it's slowly but surely flinching Toxapex down. So Toxapex has not had the best luck recently.
And it's not. Well,
Oh, I guess they're sacking. Yeah, I think it's Metronome, man. 34 to 45. Come on. Come on, it's Metronome. Donphan comes out, as I expect a Flamethrower maybe. Nope, they just repeatedly Dark
break this
Pulse.
up.
Eject button. Okay. So now
Eject
Salamence comes out, but Dark Pulse is powered up, man. Dark
Right
Pulse is
now.
a threat.
Yeah. Sub Metronome.
They double too. Okay, so Toxapex is gone. It's definitely Metronome. Yes. Yes. So Tangang is looking extremely threatening as Dark Pulse may kill, but they're gonna have to switch out if they want to preserve Hydreigon. They go into Scizor. Just judging off of what's happened so far, New Mexico Granbulls are in trouble. But then again, we said that last time, and they managed to pick up a win with Bulu versus their team. So a team that Bulu shouldn't have won against. But yeah, bro, Illusion, they're taking all our sets. All of them.
Goaty. Oh my. All right. Body Tangkino takes 10 W's. That's all I gotta say.
They have the Coco too. This is great. This is great.
This is goatism.
So now Hydreigon is in. There's the Metronome. Yep, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Bullet Punch comes out, but that's nothing to Hydreigon. As Flamethrower almost kills. I guess U-turn might have been the play there. Anyway, they could roost here, I guess, predicting of another Bullet Punch.
This is looking mighty over.
Man, this is fantastic. I mean, not for New Mexico Granbulls, but just because of what the nostalgia. The nostalgia is back.
No. Fight back.
Should have flamethrowered, man. Megahorn is there, but yeah.
Hey, why didn't that poison synchronize on?
I don't know. Maybe that's not how it works.
Only work
Anyway.
on Spike.
Scizor comes out as they go for taunt. Maybe they're fast Umbreon. Anyway, the Tangang takes 10 W's,
Mexico
like Illusion
Granbull.
said, just for those two sets. Umbreon really wasn't
This
doing
is
much
looking
versus
like
their
a
team
wrap.
anyway, so I can understand that. Yeah,
But I just want to say, when there's a Halucha, there's a way.
true. Piloswine's
Look
coming in.
like it's gonna do anything.
As they go for rocks, so they're setting up hazards here. As they go for rocks of their own, which I'm not sure if I agree with. I think attacking would have been smarter. This scenario, I mean, especially because Donphan outspeeds now and can rapid spin crit.
Toxic.
Toxic.
No.
I don't know.
I mean, it's not like you really need Palo Sand that much.
Yeah, Ice Shard would have been nice for Halucha, but now because he didn't attack what's in front of him, Scizor can roost up. So I don't know if I agree with that.
But now he's back in.
But now the monster that is Hydreigon is back in, as Scizor I don't think has a bug move.
Oh, APB, King APB for coming up with that set. Well, we came up with that set, but for bringing it.
Definitely, definitely. So Bulu comes in, and at this point, I think Flamethrower might be a smarter play, as it's AV. I think, maybe. You think it's AV? I think it's AV.
Maybe. I know Bulu is bulky AF, so.
But that did nothing. That did 42. A super effective. I'm thinking it's AV.
Now he can bring out
The
Oh,
Scizor.
Scissor, yeah.
The agility. Let's see it. Donphan comes out. It's toxic. Unless it has roar, it's not. Okay, Bolt Punch is fine.
Not their Mega.
If it's defensive Coco with like a poison berry, I can see that winning.
Even like Cobra Berry Celebi.
Yeah, that could also be easily an answer. The agility is out though, and he's going for another agility to outspeed Lucha.
Aerial Ace. Doesn't he beat Halucha?
He does beat Lucha if he is Aerial Ace. And he's also stalling out grassy terrain, so he's going to have to sack Bulu right after this turn as he goes for the baton pass into Celebi, and I think that's game. Pretty sure this is game, so he goes for Earthquake.
Even like maybe if Psychic doesn't kill.
Even then, he has to attack first turn. No, he has to sack Bulu first turn. So if it's HP poison, Psychic does not kill. Oh,
Mega Horn.
if Mega Horn connects.
Right
Oh, there it is. There's the miss.
Gosh, no, never.
No. Oh. Psychic comes in, killing Bulu, and that's game.
I don't think Poison Jab kills Coco from full.
No, not unless he's +2. So it looks like Tangang is putting up a W versus the New Mexico Granbulls. And that is game. Gotta say, I love the Hydreigon set, and I love the Scizor set. Very nostalgic.
Deserved win from Tangang. Sad to see this happen to Nathan22, my boy. But
yeah.
Goes, you know, you bring Toxapex, you get dunked on by Metronome Hydreigon. That's just how it goes.
Those are the TMT rules. You just have to look for them. Anyway.
Laws.
Pokemon's a wild game.
Yeah, anyway, let's go into the next match. So, again, New Mexico Granbulls versus the Platoon Goons. And now the Platoon Goons have Mega Lopunny, Latios, Zapdos, Suicune, Excadrill, Z Mimikyu. Always a win with Mimikyu. Incineroar, Tangrowth, and Gigalith. So another fat team. And this may be mini turn. So, what do you guys think of team matchup?
He's leaving the call. He's got an early call. You know, he's making moves with the client. They call him. You may know him by his pseudonym Drake. He ghost fights for both of them. Looking at team matchup, I see like kind of go in like an SD Excadrill. Swords Dance, Earthquake, Iron Head, Rock Slide.
Yeah.
Bodies the entire team.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, definitely. Defensive Mega Scizor poses a threat to that, potentially. But even then, Swords Dance Excadrill with EQ kind of breaks through eventually.
He has two very good Mega Scizor answers in Incineroar and Zapdos.
Yeah. If he weakens his team, Excadrill can definitely win. Mimikyu could also pose an issue.
I'm looking at this. What I'm really struggling, I think New Mexico Granbulls have an advantage because Platoon Goons really struggles with Toxapex.
Yeah. I really like Zapdos' matchup, though.
Yeah, Zapdos is going to go in. Maybe like...
Could be U-turn
even.
even.
Zapdos.
For Hoopa.
Even U-turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, like...
Definitely.
U-turn.
Anyway. Let's hop right in. So they're going to lead Rotom here. As the other opponent, as the Platoon Goons lead Incineroar. As they go for the Volt Switch. Think they're Scarfed?
Probably. I'd like who else would be Scarfed? Maybe Bulu or Hoopa?
Even then, I don't know. Scarf seems kind of odd this matchup, but I can see it. Toxapex meeting its foe in an Incineroar once again. As this one goes for knockoff, and the Rocky Helmet is there.
That means like Lopunny can actually kind of deal with it better if they're like maybe like a power-up punch set.
Oh yeah, definitely. So Gigalith comes in now, getting up the sand. Scald comes out, finally. First time we've seen Scald Toxapex.
First time we've seen Skullpex. So
It's
they probably
back.
not bring in some Goatism Goon set like they have in their...
Yeah, definitely. So they're going to switch out, and they're going to go into Bulu, which is a fine answer. Gigalith can't really do much to Bulu, but they're going to go for Rocks, which is expected.
Their Bulu can kind of put in work. Like, even Zapdos can get bopped by a Stone Edge. And...
Yeah. But they're going to go Incineroar. Take more damage there. They go for Toxic, so that's a good play on New Mexico Granbulls.
It does kind of suck because now they're, like, have to switch out and deal with Rocks. But...
But
And
Peck's
they
always...
lose momentum, but it's not that bad.
Yeah. Zapdos can now come in and wreck some shop. They have no ground type on their team, so if they want to go for
Free
like a
Volt Switch?
Specs Volt Switch or something like that, they're going to be in trouble. But they double into Gigalith,
I think a double...
which is interesting, I guess. Good play on their part. I guess they're not Volt Switch or anything like that. I can see a Toxic coming out by Gigalith. Or maybe
maybe,
like a Roar to get out of Scizor on the Switch. Rock Tomb. Okay,
Okay. Interesting.
that's fair. Well, it's not going to do much damage, but it lowers speed, I guess. So I can see them going back into Zapdos again, which they do. But I expect Default from Mega Scizor to come out, most likely. As they go for U-turn, which... I don't know. Are they static Zapdos? I
No,
think...
they're
No, they're
pressure,
pressure. They're pressure. Okay.
I would have preferred to see static for those kind of situations.
Yeah.
I guess maybe they're hoping for a burn.
So they're Default Rotom, probably. As they go for the Pain Split.
Not a good play. I'm not a fan of that roost.
Yeah, I think they
Now
should
there's
have switched for momentum into like Gigalith. Anyway, Gigalith comes out again, as they'll probably defog this play. Or
Probably
go for the
defog.
Whisk, so maybe they're not defog Rotom.
New Mexico Granbulls have no luck.
I know. They. Anyway, Scizor comes out, and let's see what happens. Rock Tomb, maybe? Yep.
Now they have to roost, and they could probably go into like Incineroar maybe, or
I don't know about Incineroar, because then you'd be taking more sand damage. And Incineroar's already low.
if they have the Fire Punch maybe, or a Power Up Punch.
Oh yeah, I definitely think they're like a fire move on Lopunny. That makes complete sense.
Fire Punch. But if they go for like a Power Up Punch here, they could be in big trouble.
Fire Punch. Yep. See, that's the part where Rocky Helmet would have come in handy.
That knocked off early comes
Yeah.
in handy too. Return. That does no damage. Oof. Going for the Scald rather than recover. Getting the burn. Reveal the Facade right here. Facade.
Let's see it. They go into Scizor again, which is a fine play. They need regen on top. Nope, their return. So Lopunny is going to do considerably less this match now.
Lopunny, yeah, Lopunny's pretty much dead.
Yeah. But I think all they need to do still
Fire
is
Punch
just
is
weaken their
probably-
team for Excadrill.
Rocks off the field. The game's looking like they're not in a terrible position. The New Mexico Granbulls.
Was Zapdos knocked off?
No.
So they're
I don't
not
think so.
leftovers then.
I don't think they got knocked off by anything. They might be some like berry, like a Charty berry, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. For Bulu. I could see it. So Incineroar comes in as they pain split again. And Rotom Heat is actually proving a nuisance for him, surprisingly.
No defog is really hurting. Imagine if there was
Oh,
no
yeah.
rocks on the field.
But now they Volt switched out, so Rotom is going to have a tough time coming in again. Toxapex comes in, regen, obviously, as they go for U-turn. Like, their momentum is killing him, especially with rocks up. Zapdos
and
comes in,
they
and
have no Thunderbolt switching. That's the crux of the situation.
well, they have Discharge, but yeah. I see what you mean.
Yeah, again, Paris.
Let's see it.
Dude,
Will the luck commence? It does. Okay, so Bulu's parried now. Again, any damage done on Bulu is good for Platoon Goons. As they go for the Heat Wave, Stone Edge might come out, but they get parried.
Oh, that's
Oh,
so.
this
If
luck.
they got the Toxic off there,
I
that could
know.
have been huge.
I know. But now
You
Zapdos
hate
is
to
just...
see it happen.
You knew it was going to happen. You knew.
Yep.
But now Mince comes out, and it's going to take a Discharge. Z Outrage. Okay, so Zapdos is gone.
Like, still sad.
That's fair. Still sad to see. Mimikyu always comes in though now, and yeah. So now they're gonna go Scizor. Again, rocks are killing them this match. So they go for Swords Dance, which I don't
They go for the
agree. I don't
aggressive
think that's the play because Scizor was really obvious. I think
I
he.
would've
I think
stayed
he
in
should
there.
have attacked what's in front of him. Maybe
Go
Willow.
there, the Z move, go for the Z, and like almost kill him. So I think SD was the right play. I actually would have just earthquaked with the Salamence if I were them. Ooh, I don't know about
Yeah.
switching out.
Ooh, yeah. Shadow Sneak was obvious, but I think Mimikyu just wins now. Yeah.
Scarf Hoopa.
Hard Hoopa. And if it's Scarf Hoopa, but it's not because they didn't go into it.
This is no.
So Toxapex gets crit, and
Oh, they get the crit.
Toxapex has the worst luck, man. Anyway, Hoopa comes out, and I'm pretty sure this is a game. It is Scarf Hoopa, as we find out. As let's see if they get flinched, which would have been deserved at this point.
Mimikyu
no.
is straight thick on the special defense side.
I think they should have Shadow Clawed there, because then they could have done enough to Shadow Sneak after. But who am I to judge people's plays? They go for Earthquake, and Mimikyu is down, surprisingly.
Salamence probably should have went for the Earthquake, because if they went for SD, they just lost, as you see right here. But you can't really blame them.
Yeah,
They've got a lot of... It's tough.
I don't know, man. Lopunny's going to finish this game off. Scizor can't even do anything anymore.
SD or anything. It's trap. Dang.
There's the Bullet Punch. It manages to kill Lopunny, but now Drill or Incineroar can come out. And unless this Bullet Punch changes to a fighting move, well, yep, Drill wins in the game. Well, at least it's not a 4-0 loss, I guess. But anyway.
Honestly, they might be out.
Yeah, I think the New Mexico Granbulls are now out of making it to brackets, but they still have one more match to play versus Uwu. I'm still not sure how to pronounce their team name. Anyway.
So win.
Yeah, they could win this, I guess, but even then they'll be what, 2-3?
Oh no, they only lost twice. So if they win their next two,
They've
maybe.
won 2 games.
One game.
They've
And
won
lost...
1 game. So if they win this,
No,
they'll
they
be
lost
like,
3. They have lost
Yeah.
3. They're out.
yeah.
Yes. All right, I need to use the bathroom real quick. You
All right,
Pick
I'll
up first.
commentate. Anyway, they're playing Team Uwu. That's not their full team name, but I'm just cutting it short a bit. So their team had Celesteela, Mamoswine, Mega Gardevoir, Z Como O, Roserade, Vaporeon, Jolteon, Lycanroc Dusk, and Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. I feel like... Did I go over the right team? So something was messed up in... That's really weird. So who are these people playing? Okay, just give me a second as I try to figure out what team this is. This is bizarre. Manetric. Huh. Where did I get this from? Sorry, guys. This should be what we're looking at the moment. Did they put in the wrong team? That's utterly bizarre. I don't think this isn't the team. Okay, so someone put in the wrong replay. That's what it was. So we'll just skip over that for now. Not sure what team this is, but this isn't their match versus Team Uwu. Someone posted the wrong replay there. So regardless, it doesn't really matter because New Mexico Granbulls didn't end up making it out. But going on to the next game, Tavern Scrappers versus Team Royalty actually ended up in a forfeit win for Team Royalty. And this, I believe, is their match versus the Tangang. So, recap of their team. Tavern Scrappers have...
I'm back.
Okay, so what happened earlier was someone posted the wrong replay and the replay I was opening. So that replay was not what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be New Mexico Granbulls versus Uwu. So we're just skipping over that for now. But we're moving on to
Did
Tavern.
that take a fat L on the forehead?
Definitely. But we're going over Tavern Scrappers versus Tangang.
So if it was Bill, Bill is forgiven for everything.
Yeah, Bill did most of the dock, if I'm not mistaken. So big W for him. Um,
Respect Bill in my presence again, you will be destroyed instantly.
bro, I didn't disrespect him at all. Anyway, Tavern Scrappers have Celesteela, Latios, Z Latios, Mammoth Wine, Mega Venusaur, Rotom Heat, Buzzwole, Donphan, Aromatisse, and the Floatzel. And they are against Tangang, who have Z Tapu Koko, Infernape, Hydreigon, Mega Dynasty, Sizzlor, Celebi, Umbreon, Cofagrigus, and the Piloswine. So what do you think of this matchup, my friend?
I'm thinking that Tang has the matchup in this. I really don't see Tavern Scrappers breaking through Tang's without Mamoswine. I think Mamoswine is the only thing that isn't walled by something. Maybe like a CM Draco, Z Draco Lati could break through Umbreon, but Umbreon's a pretty good Latios counter.
Yeah, I could see
And like
Celesteela being an issue for Umbreon. As is Mega
with like
Venusaur.
baton pass and stuff, and especially with like Celebi, you can like absorb the leech seeds, and Air Slash probably not doing that much because Celebi is thick. And if you look at Team Scrapper's team, they don't have a dark resist.
Yeah, I want to see Metronome Hydreigon once again. That's what I want to see.
Even just Specs Dark Pulse, there's really nothing for Specs Dark Pulse.
True.
I mean, Mega Venusaur's taken like 40 to 50.
True. Anyway, let's hop right into the match. As they decided to lead Mega Venusaur, which is fair. Coco or Infernape lead would probably have been my choice, but they lead Celebi. As now Celesteela can come out, and if it's Nasty Plot, this could be doing a lot. They go for Psychic immediately, and that looks to be
Yeah, I can see it.
offensive Celebi, and they're Thunder Wave. And as you already know, the yellow magic is the best move in the game. So Tangang is already. I can see them winning now. They have the Thunder Wave.
Quote unquote nerfed.
Exactly. Good news for Tavern Scrappers is they can only Thunder Wave 2 Mons. So they may have a chance, but I guess we'll have to find out. They go for Heavy Slam, which does a good chunk to Celebi, so it might be more of an offensive variant, or speedy variant, I'd say. So they go for Air Slash.
That Air Slash is doing a lot. But they can recover, and like the Air Slashes will miss eventually.
Eventually. Yeah, so they'll probably Leech Seed, Heavy Slam, Air Slash, Protect maybe, or Flamethrower. I could see that. Flamethrower for Sizzler. But they're mixed Celesteela, so that's something in it. Like, they don't have very good Celesteela answers, if I'm being honest. Well, it's like, that's Infernape, maybe Specs Hydreigon, and Coco can't really switch in.
I mean, yeah, this really is the Celesteela answer because it can absorb the Leaf Blades and whatnot.
Yeah. I guess Umbreon too, but they get paired as T-Wave does. I'm trying to find their Zmon real quick. So there's Z Coco, and they are Z Latios. Okay, so not Z Celesteela. All right, another L. I think I said that before. Yeah. Anyway,
Taking the L.
they go for Heavy Slam. Umbreon takes nothing because Umbreon is Umbreon, otherwise known as Cancer Rabbit.
Leech Seed is gonna be annoying.
Yeah, Leech Seed is gonna hurt immensely. Good news is Celesteela is paired though. Although maybe a burn would have been nicer, but who am I to judge? Para is Para. At this point, it's just who switches first, really. As they go for Baton Pass, and they're Baton Passing the Leech Seed, which
Oh, you Baton Pass
Yeah.
Leech Seed?
they double Leech Seed. So I guess what ended up happening there would have happened anyway, even if they hard switched. But
It's understandable.
yeah, so they go into Donphan, which switches into Coco quite nicely. They go for Volt Switch in. I don't understand that play. Like, I understand it, but I don't agree with it. They have Mamoswine, Donphan on their team. Well, I guess if they're expecting Mega Venusaur, but even then, like, I think U-Turn would be better versus this matchup than Volt Switch. I don't know. What do you think?
I agree with you.
Like, that's calling it.
I wouldn't have. Volt Switch was like, I guess if they don't have like U-turn, it's understandable. But now they're kind of in a rougher position because of that.
Yeah, and now especially because they're leech seeded, and because Donphan is going to get back to sturdy, they're in a lot more trouble. But I suspect that they'll just spin this turn to get rid of the rocks. That's what I would do. Yeah. And now, what? I could see them going
Like-
Rotom Heat or Venusaur here. No, they stay and probably get up their own rocks. Okay. They're gonna does Celebi die to rocks at this point? It's at 13. It might.
Like with Showdown, you never know,
Yeah.
but probably.
Anyway, Scizor might have Defog. Or Hydreigon might have Defog. I believe it gets Defog now, right?
In the new gen.
Anyway, Hydreigon comes in on the Earthquake, and now Metronome or Specs could do a ton of work. As they go into Celesteela, as he goes for Draco, which I'm not... Okay. I don't agree with that Draco play.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Celesteela is like an
I
obvious
never-
answer if it's Spadef. And, like...
Like, I can, but they don't have a Dark Pulse switching. Is what I'm getting at
I know. I don't know. They might be specs based off that damage, but if they were specs, they should have always Dark Pulse if they had it. Again, Celesteela took like nothing from that. Good news is though, it's still Parad. Umbreon can come in as they go for Heavy Slam, which is a lot, all things considering. And they might not have Protect on Umbreon if they're Wish Baton Pass. That's something. As they go into Mega Venusaur, I don't know. I might have Heavy Slam trying to get a roll that turn, but
Yeah.
um,
I can have to see it. But yeah, the Tang's not looking as good as they were before.
yeah. Umbreon is gonna Protect, and that's the main problem with Umbreon. I think it's too passive, especially in tournament play. It can wall certain things, but like if you know it's coming, then you can easily prep for it. That's my thoughts on it. What do you think?
Wait, which Pokemon?
Umbreon.
Yeah, Umbreon is like, it's kind of a double-edged sword, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be worth it to draft it in this type of draft play that we're doing for TMT, but to each their own. We've seen too many Metronome Hydreigons put in work for things like Umbreon to do well. Anyway, Dark Pulse is
I feel
doing...
like it doesn't have any...
So they did have Dark Pulse earlier. That's interesting. Anyway, they're doing it again. They're flinching down things, then they end up Dracoing. So Mega Venusaur's gone. Sorry, what were you saying?
I believe Umbreon is too...
Two. What? Hello? You there? Illusion? He'll be back. So now Mamoswine is in, and it gets a kill. As it turns out, Celebi does die to rock, so Celebi's gone. Scizor can always come in now. Even HP Fire, Mamoswine isn't going to do too much to him. Rotom Heat is always an answer as well, or Celesteela in this case, although I wouldn't have gone Celesteela because of Knockoff, exactly. Knockoff comes out, and now Celesteela is having a much more difficult time getting recovery. He's going to have to connect Leech Seeds, he's going to have to not get parried, etc. But now Umbreon comes out, and Umbreon's 2-hit KO'd by Heavy Slam. At this point, I'm pretty sure it's in the Tavern Scrapper's best play just to keep attacking and trying to get that roll on Umbreon in order to get a kill. So they go for the Wish here, and if they break free and get a kill, they do. And now Umbreon is gone, which is another reason I'm not too keen on using Umbreon. Again, as I said earlier, I feel it's too passive. But Infernape's going to come out, and it's on a balloon, which I think is interesting. I guess that was a switch into Mamoswine. If that's the case, maybe it would have been a better idea to switch it in earlier instead of sacking Celebi to save that sack for later, such as on Celesteela. But it is what it is. As Illusion just texted me that Discord is not working up to its best capabilities. Rotom Heat, Hydreigon. Hydreigon's going to probably click Dark Pulse. As we find out, it is Scarf Rotom Heat. Yeah, so basically there was a connection issue with Illusion. I'm trying to... Okay, he's back. He's back. Back again once again.
I thought you were the one that DC'd.
No, it was you, man.
Oof.
Anyway, it's Latios versus Scizor. And they just Draco'd. Dropping a Draco. Did 51% to Scizor, so Scissor's pretty much gone. I guess not wanting to take a bullet punch, they go into Latios, but they die to Rocky Helmet from the Donphan. And because Scizor died on the hit to Rocky Helmet, it doesn't actually knock off the Rocky Helmet. So they still have that item. I know, yeah. I think that's a somewhat new mechanic. Anyway, Coco can come in and click Grass Knot if it does have it, or Z Grass Knot. As they go Celesteela, probably predicting something along those lines as they go for Grass Knot, exactly. And now maybe, see, like at that turn, I thought maybe they would have doubled into Donphan, just to see if they're locked in. But Volt Switch kills Celesteela, so that's one less sack they have
Celesteela
now.
going down is like a huge...
At this point, it's not really. They had their leftovers knocked off, and they repaired, so it really wasn't doing much.
I understand that.
Latios can come in, and either... I'm not sure about this, because Rotom Heat is Scarfed. I might have tried to Volt Switch to knock off the balloon, but... Again, Latios can obviously outspeed. Never mind, Latios was a fine play. As Latios to Calm Minds now, I think it's pretty much game, unless Coco hits it with the Z-Dazzle and crits him. Guardian of Alola, okay. Okay, that's fair. As Surf comes out and kills the Tapu Koko. Now, what was Surf for? Tangang has... I guess Surf was for Mega Diancie and Piloswine. Okay. So Infernape comes out. It's going to die if Latios outspeeds. Even Mach Punch won't kill at that range. And I'm guessing because Infernape came out, the Hydreigon, as we actually saw earlier, is not Scarfed. So, yeah. I've been basically going over what their plays were the entire time, really. You didn't miss much.
The replay is down for me, or at least the screen shares, which is kind of sad, boys.
Oh. You want me to tell you what match we're on? And then you can find it from the TMT doc?
Yes.
Okay. So we are at the point where the Tavern Scrappers are playing the Platoon Goons. It should be the 8th one down. I'll wait for you to find the replay.
Goons.
You found him?
I'm jumping. Yep.
All right, awesome. So the Platoon Goons recap on their team: Mega Lopunny, Latios, Zapdos, Suicune, Excadrill, Z Mimikyu, Incineroar, Tangrowth, and the Gigalith. What do you think of the matchup here? They're bringing Floatzel again, so.
I mean, Floatzel is interesting. There's a Suicune, so it's never gonna do anything.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really like Floatzel this match. Banded Aqua Jet is useful for Excadrill if there was sand up, I guess. I don't know. Pursuit on Latios if it's a Solvest. I don't know what set they are. Anyway.
Yeah. I guess Aqua Jet could be useful for Excadrill.
I like Latios's matchup on both sides. I will say that.
Yeah, I mean, there's when the Dragon resists is Excadrill and Celesteela. I mean, Celesteela is a decent Excadrill. I would not say the same about. I would not say that Excadrill is a good Dragon resist.
No.
And so, especially with Z Latios, which they are. Sad that it's not Z Celesteela, but Z Latios could go in this matchup.
Yeah. So the Platoon Goons do not have Z Latios. That's something to note. They didn't bring Mimikyu, so they have no Z user on their team, which is interesting. I can see Mamoswine doing something if Suicune gets weakened or hurt. Regardless, let's just hop.
I think Platoon Goons has the advantage with Lopunny especially, and then their own Latios, which could be a huge threat.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, let's hop right into the match. They lead Rotom Heat once more, as Latios also leads. I'm not sure if I would have stayed in with Rotom Heat. I can understand why they did, but like a Specs Draco would have dropped Rotom Heat off the face of the earth.
Like,
you know what I mean? Like Psychic
yeah,
did 68. Yeah.
That Draco probably would have killed, and now the Rotom Heat is
Yeah.
at super low, and
And
now
then-
they go Thunderbolt, and whoa, that did no damage.
Yeah.
That must be like max for death.
So definitely more of a loss for the Tavern Scrappers that play. Latios being Life Orb actually threatened their team a lot. Now that I think about it, Celsio's going to be taking a lot more from Thunderbolts. But yeah, if I were Platoon Goons, Zapdos is probably good switching. Toxic could also easily come out from Celesteela. What do you think? Drill's not coming in. I can tell you that much.
What turn are you on?
Oh, sorry. We're on turn 2. We're on turn 2. Turn 1, kinda.
I could, yeah. Something like Incineroar, Zapdos coming in on the Celesteela.
So they go for the
Flex.
Thunderbolt immediately, and that does over half. So they're Spadef Celesteela. As they go for Leech Seed. Yeah.
Celesteela's back.
So now they go to sack Rotom Heat as Latios reveals the Roost. So now it's Roost Life Orb, and yeah, that's a really good set versus the Tavern Scrappers. If I'm being honest.
I don't know how they're gonna deal with this set.
Yeah, like their best bet about it is they can't switch in Mamoswine unless they're expecting like a Thunderbolt. Dropping
Can you
Dracos.
screen share?
Yeah, I'll do that. 1 second. My bad, man. More screen share options. It's
This looks like it's gonna go straight ham. Probably 3 attacks: Psychic, Draco,
we'll change
Thunderbolt,
windows.
Roost.
Application window. I'll share it. There we go. You see it now?
Perfect.
Awesome. I kind of like the Zoom nickname. Like referencing the Flash villain. Anyway.
I know that.
Latios for the Platoon Goons is leech
Alright.
seeded. Just a little recap. I think either of them could double. I think maybe that's the play for both of them. If they don't want to risk each other's Latios.
I'd probably.
And they do. They go Celesteela as the other goes Excadrill. Like we mentioned earlier, Latios is too good for both of them. Their drill goes for rocks, which is a fair play. Their only way to remove hazards is their own Latios and Rotom Heat, but Rotom Heat's already below half, so they're gonna have a tough time if they are defog Rotom. Celesteela double leech seeds again, and Celesteela is becoming more of an issue for them than I thought it would be, especially because they have Zapdos.
Definitely.
Which they do bring
Yep.
out, which they should
At
have
least
brought out
you-
earlier, in my opinion. Like they were just
Been
going
annoying.
through all of them, but yeah. Zapdos comes out as they go for Protect there. Now Venusaur comes out. I apologize if I'm sounding a bit tired. It's been a long time if you managed to make it through this video so far. But I expect that most people will just go to their matches when they click on the video as opposed to watching the whole thing out, which is what I would do. But regardless, Mega Venusaur is on the field as Zapdos is also on the field. Toxic does not affect poison types. If that's the lesson you take from this, then okay. Yeah, commentary is getting worse. Illusion.
Yeah, we're losing.
We're losing
Let's get
consciousness.
back in.
Yeah, okay. I need some
More
water.
people, yeah. Oh, dude, they're spamming leech seed, bro. Yeah, honestly, they don't really have a leech seed immunity. No liquid ooze, no anything really.
Discharge comes out as now they're gonna try to poison Zapdos, and if they get it, then good for them. It's gonna be tough for Platoon Goons to recover from that. But they are pressure, so they'll be stalling out some PP. Anyway, Leech Seed is slowly taking health.
Maybe this leech seed will come in, like the leech seed PP will come into effect, but I honestly doubt it.
Yeah. So they get Gadrine and Latios switch in.
But yeah, now big Lottie's in, and where you at is all I gotta say.
With the Roost, which makes it increasingly difficult for Tavern Scrappers to deal with, especially since rocks are up now. Thunderbolt is going to be doing over half. No para. And there's the Leech Seed miss. And
the leech
it's
seed.
begun.
It was bound
It's
to happen
begun.
eventually.
Yes, it has. So, Protect,
Now they're
obviously
in
the
big
play.
trouble.
If they were Calm Mind
They
Laddie,
don't really have any. They're pretty much a wrap.
yeah, Thunderbolt's gonna do over half there. As they go for Leech Seed, which I'm not sure if that was the play that turn. I'm thinking maybe Heavy Slam would have been better to weaken it a bit more for Mamoswine. They go for Roost again, which I find surprising. Cause like Heavy Slam's gonna be doing like
Would not have roosted
40%. Anyway, they're letting Celesteal
there in my last play.
slowly but surely get health. The
Getting,
Protect
I
is
don't agree
imminent.
with them letting Celesteela become healthy.
Yeah, me either. Zapdos is always a play. Switch in versus them as they go Incineroar, which I'm not sure is the right answer. I feel like Incineroar is more useful versus Latios, depending on what set it is.
But they've let Celesteela get so healthy. But
Yeah.
if they get
Ooh, it's
Which
Swords
I'm not
Dance.
a fan of.
Okay. Then it might be Swords Dance Flame Charge. That's interesting.
no,
Okay. Sack Rotom Heat, but if they're Flame Charge, they're getting a boost. Yep, they're Flame Charge. Okay. So this might be a wrap.
I can see
Unless they're
it-
Scarf Mamo. Or
it
Sash.
could just be
Nope.
over.
Sash is broken. But there's the banded float.
Aqua Jet is not gonna be doing
Aqua
damage.
Jet won't kill.
Aqua Jet is
I guess they
Play-
didn't outspeed with Flame Charge, but they go for Liquidation. They might be Scarf Floatzel,
Speed.
but that's a weird. That's a weird thing to bring, in my opinion. The Scarf Floatzel. Anyway, Suicune is out. No one heard that voice crack. Anyway, now it's Latios versus
If I was
Latios.
them, I would have stayed in.
Yeah. Drill comes out. It's Mold Breaker, as we've seen before, but never commented on. Latios drops a Draco.
They have to make a double here.
Yeah.
They can't let Celesteela come in.
They can, and I bet they will. Nope, you're right. My bad. Anyway,
They had to make a double right there.
yeah. So that might Leech Seed this turn, assuming it's Flame
I
Charge.
think it's a free knockoff or even flame charge.
Yeah, they go for knockoff, which is fair. They are
Get
Life
that
Orb.
orb.
So now
I think it is
Mamoswine is increasingly weakened, and Suicune can always come in on that. You think they're knockoff Mamo? Well, they go for Earthquake, and that does.
I could see
I'm surprised Earthquake does that much, to be honest. They might be
that.
speedy
That's
Suicune
actually respectable damage.
without Life Orb, yeah. Anyway, Suicune Scalds and Floatzel. You're not a switch into Suicune, my friend. Unless you're Switcheroo, and you are Choice Scarf. What was I saying? Yeah. Anyway, that's interesting. I'm not sure if that's the set I would have brought versus a team, but their bulk up Switcheroo trick, not trick. Their bulk up
That's pretty cool.
switch.
But
yeah.
So all this is showing me is that Platoon Goons kind of choked by making the pussy play.
Yeah, and now they're letting Suicune get kind of weakened. Mega Venusaur comes in now. Mega Venusaur can't beat their team. They can't beat Latios. That's their problem.
Latios just wins.
Yeah. Their own Latios is too weakened to take Psychics anymore after Rocks. As now, I'm pretty sure their play is to just sack Suicune. Which I'm not sure they should be doing, considering Mamoswine is still around, but
I
Anyway.
don't think it really that matters, especially it's kind of
Yeah.
toothless without the
yeah, so Psychic is
Life
going to
Orb?
come in. And did they reveal their Dragon move Latios earlier? I don't think they did. I think they showed Psychic Thunderbolt Roost. Shouldn't have roosted that play. Thunderbolt was always the play there. Their Iron Head Celesteela too, which
they've
It's
been making
not-
some bad plays with Latios.
I'm not going to say bad, but nah, I'm not going to say good
Oh,
either.
I wouldn't agree. No, I'm calling them bad. Take a fat L on the forehead. You
All right,
Platoon
all right.
Goons.
Mamoswine comes in. Obviously, they want to save Latios for Venusaur, so I guess they're sacking Zapdos. Ice Shard's doing a clean 40%. Yeah, so Zapdos is gonna go down, but now Lopunny can come in, and Lopunny just wins. Like,
Win.
I guess they could have played for differential a bit better, but yeah, Lopunny's gonna. They high jump kick here, and good on them. But they power up punch, which is
It's
unnecessary.
100% over.
They crit him. Well, power pump. Yep, power up punch, getting the raise for LO main, and Latios did not outspeed. Is Latios Scarf? No, it's not.
If it was Scarf, it probably wouldn't
We
have
saw
mattered.
earlier, but my memory's slowly fading throughout this video.
We're losing our sanity over here. All
Yeah.
we know is that I thought Platoon Goons had the matchup, and they kind of proved it in the way they played. I don't think they played spectacular, but they played well enough.
They played those versus the Floatzel, so they had it in the bag. Anyway, they managed to pull up a 4-0 win. As let's just get right on to the next match, because as we've mentioned many times, we are slowly losing our intelligence and our sanity. This is the Tavern Scrappers versus Uwu, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Anyway, we have Team Uwu has Celesteela up, Mammoth Swine, Mega Gardevoir, Como O, Z Como O, Rose Raid, Vaporeon, Jolteon,
We don't let
Lycanroc
we
Dust,
don't let
and Mandibuzz.
we don't allow Commodium Z, correct?
No, we do not, because that would be broken. We don't allow Omni Boosting moves, just to clarify. But yeah. So what do you think of the matchup here? As I say, every matchup.
All right, let me take a good look at this.
Take your
Steel,
time.
which is broken. They both have Celsius, which is broken. Honestly,
Neither of them are Z Celesteela either, so they're both
I
taking
keep
L's on
thinking
this
about
front.
it. I keep thinking about it, and I keep seeing this Floatzel. I'm like, why is this Floatzel here?
Why do they keep bringing Floatzel?
Doing? Maybe Floatzel with like bulk up, liquidation, ice punch, but even then, I'm not very confident in this Floatzel.
Have they lost
I
every
think
game they brought
Latios-
Floatzel? No, they won. They won one Floatzel game. I remember. It was the first match, right? Yeah,
That they didn't deserve that win.
that's
so.
true.
Okay, I think Latios. I'll give the team matchup to Scrappers because Latios could go ham.
Yeah, I
And
definitely
I
agree. Rotom Heat's also an issue for them to deal
Buzzwole-
with.
Go pretty ham, depending on the moveset.
Brave Bird, Mandibuzz, I guess. But yeah. Anyway, let's just hop
Not
right
a set.
in.
It's gonna be doing negative damage to Floatzel.
True. They lead Jolteon, which I'm not sure
Floatzel.
that was the play, because Donphan could easily be led as well. Now they have to switch. Celesteela, free switch. As they double into Rotom Heat, good play
would've
on
got the
Tavern
Ro-
Scrappers, but I would have gotten Rocks up if I were them.
Rocks up.
Yeah. So they go for Toxic with Rotom Heat, which
would've
I think
gone for
Overheat. Overheat might have been a better play there.
Drawback.
They can go into Donphan here. So they go for the Synchronize, which I'm not sure is effective versus Rotom Heat at all anyway. Now that I think about it. Because it's not
Yeah.
stab. It's not stab. And Rotom Heat is pretty
No.
bulky. I think a Toxic would have been a better play, in my opinion. Especially for things... Because think about it. Synchronize only works if you're the same type. And their only electric type, I believe, is Rotom Heat. So, I don't know. I wouldn't have brought in Synchronize. Maybe they're specs, but even then. So they're taking toxic damage.
That set does not fill me with like confidence. I'm not sold on the set.
Yeah, so they Shadow Ball Donphan, critting a Rotom Heat, and as you can tell, even from a crit, that did nothing. So Synchronize would also probably have done nothing if they didn't crit. But anyway, they Shadow Balled a sturdy Donphan. You want to switch sides?
Maybe. Like, I'm not. All right. I was just taking this. That was like 3 L's in like one play, and I had to comprehend it.
But at the same time, I don't agree with the Tavern Scrappers' play of doubling into Rotom. They should have gotten Rocks up, man. Anyway, let's just continue on. It's been a long video. It's been a long day. They'll Volt Switch out of there, which is fine, I guess. They obviously didn't want Donphan in. As now Como-O comes out, which is like a huge threat to their team, but at the same time, is it a huge threat to their team? Because they do have answers. They have Scarf Lottie. They have Celesteela.
I mean,
It's
they don't really have workup. Oh.
So
Hey,
wait. I want to say this. So apparently, Donphan is not switching to Jolteon, but it is a switching to Como-O. Okay, yeah. They go for Water Pulse, which is interesting. That did 47. Thoughts?
Somebody grab your man, okay?
I guess Donphan is switching though. It has the play rough, so
Dude,
I take that back. Anyway, Celestial comes out. I guess they're not Rock's Donphan. I guess they're not hazards. They go for Stone Edge and they miss. We've seen a lot of unlucky misses, like the one we just saw from Overheat. I guess that's deserved. As Stone Edge comes out.
You may not know this, but Overheat only has 60% accuracy.
That's true. It's not true. That's a lie. Overheat connects that time, so 50% accuracy actually, but they are slowly but surely reheating lefties. Sorry. They go for Pain Split as Mandibuzz Roost. Mandibuzz switches into Roserade, and they Volt Switch out of there. I guess they didn't think Jolteon would come in. But now it's GG's Latios, and we can expect this game to be a wrap sooner or later. Especially, okay, so maybe it's not GG.
Oh my god!
They decide. Wait a minute. What? So okay, so Team Uwu has Celesteela, Mamoswine, Mega Gardevoir, Como OZ, Roserade, Vaporeon, Jolteon, Lycanroc, Mandibuzz. I'm trying to imagine a scenario where Calm Mind wasn't a better bring versus their team.
Me?
Yeah, dude, Dragon Dance isn't gonna do anything to Mandibuzz or Celesteela for that matter. Dude, Calm Mind, Calm Mind, Latios. Oh, they're not Z. Wait, I'm confusing teams. My bad, guys. They are Z Latios. I'm thinking Calm Mind is way better. Is way better than Dragon Dance.
Ever bring Dragon Dance? I don't understand.
Yeah, especially versus like a Celesteela and a Mandibuzz. I don't agree with that. I guess I can see why if Mandibuzz gets weakened, but what are you gonna weaken it with besides Buzzwole? Anyway, so they're Dragon Dance Thunderbolt. Oh, so did you see the Thunderbolt earlier? Illusion?
No.
Well, they're Dragon Dance Thunderbolt, and it did a clean amount too.
What's going on? Am I losing my mind?
Dude, I think we're both losing our minds, man. So we're seeing Dragon Dance Thunderbolt. Mandibuzz takes half, which is interesting. Mandibuzz dies now. And Tavern Scrappers is probably going to win this. They have... Nope, Jolteon is Scarf. Wait. Is Jolteon Scarf? Jolteon is Scarf!
It's Quick Feet.
Oh, it's Quick Feet. Sorry. Yeah, it's probably Quick Feet. My bad.
It might be Scarf, actually.
No, it's Quick Feet.
No, it's Quick. Wait, they have a Rotom Heat and they're Quick Feet?
Yeah, what? Both these sides can take L's for this. Buzzwole's superpower doesn't even do half to Celesteela. That's an L. And they weren't... Okay, so they weren't even Flame Orb Jolteon either. They were Help me. Please.
Somebody
I don't understand, man. I don't understand. So Floatzel is out. There's a Floatzel on the field, and things don't make sense. Everything is muddied with confusion. Leech Seed is the one thing that makes sense for me. Celestia, Leech Seed, need to focus on that. So they bulk up again as they Air Slash, killing the Floatzel. So Floatzel's gone. Back to the Shadow Realm.
I don't know what's going on, boys.
Rotom Heat comes in. You want me to pause it for you so we can try to comprehend this?
Go for Volt Switch.
That'd be too easy, man. That would be too easy. You have to overheat on the Lycanroc switch. So Lycanroc can easily set up a Swords Dance now, but it doesn't. It goes for the Crunch. +2 Crunch probably would have killed. Fire Fang comes out, not doing enough to Buzzwole, but burning it. That didn't really matter, as they now switch out of Lycanroc, expecting Scarf Buzzwole, which is fair, I guess. It could be Scarf, considering Superpower did nothing to Selly. Now they're having a tough time beating Roserade and Lycanroc, especially because Donphan is down. But Roserade outspeeds the Rotom Heat and goes for probably Hidden Power Rock and goes for the Volt Switch there. I'm thinking Celesteela probably would have been a better answer, but Hidden Power Fire still does a clean amount. Are you there, Illusion? Or did you leave?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Anyway, Celesteela gets a defense boost from Flamethrower. Now, quick feed, Jolteon back again once again to Thunderbolt the Celesteela. I don't know what to say about this match. To be honest, I'm gonna let you talk about it.
Match has been a roller coaster of emotions, and I don't know how either team. I don't even know how this team won.
I'm gonna tell you how they won. They didn't have a Floatzel.
Okay, both of these teams, nobody won this match. What the fuck was that? Come on, what was Floatzel ever doing? It didn't do shit. Latios, why would you ever bring Dragon Dance? Rotom, you wish played Rotom so hard. Just a mess.
Yeah, basically what you said. Synchronized Jolteon. I don't know, man. I want to lay down, but we have to get through these matches. Anyway, on to the next match.
Matches do we have?
We have like a good 6 matches left. We're over halfway through though. Team Royalty versus Tangang, I believe. Is that what it is? Team Royalty. I'm sorry I'm checking this, but I have to make sure. Team Royalty is the Palosan? Yeah. Okay. So, what do you think of the matchup here?
I'm looking at it and Tangang's match up a lot better. I think Celebi kind of goes in, I guess, with rocks up.
Yeah.
Incineroar is not really a good answer to Celebi.
Definitely.
I mean, because Psychic, Giga Drain pretty much hits everything, except for Incineroar. Both rocks up, they can beat him.
Yeah.
I think can go in. He has no Dragon Resist.
That's true.
I mean, he has Palosan, but yeah, Palosan's not a Pokemon.
I could see it being AV Conk with like a Guts nature.
These Pokemon pressure Incineroar, and once Incineroar goes down, I think the whole thing crumbles. Maybe an SD Scolipede can go in, but Cofagrigus checks. I think his 2 biggest physical threats in Incineroar and Scolipede.
Yeah, I would say his bigger physical threat than Incineroar is Conkeldurr, though, if it's Flame Orb. To be honest, I would say that's more of a threat, assuming it is Flame Orb, but that's just my opinion. I can see why Incineroar is also a big issue, but yeah, I don't see Manaphy being able to set up this match at all. What do you think?
Manaphy.
I don't see it setting up.
It can maybe set up on Cofagrigus, but Celebi could just go straight in.
Yeah. I just don't see them allowing him set up. And even if they do set up, something else comes in and revenges. Anyway, let's just hop right into the match one more time. Cofagrigus lead versus Scolipede. So they're both probably going to want to get spikes. Okay. Let's talk about turn 1 play. Illusion, you there?
How would you ever Earthquake?
Yeah, let's talk about that. Earthquaking on turn 1 on the Cofagrigus is never, ever, ever the play. What was he expecting? Coco?
I know. What were you gonna do if they just Will-O-Wisp?
What were they gonna do if they did anything? Earthquake does nothing to Cofagrigus. Like, I don't know. Anyway, Shadow Ball is fine, I guess. Incineroar could have come in easily, but I guess they wanted the speed boost maybe to Baton Pass, maybe. I don't know, but Protect was always the first play they should have done if they wanted to do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so they protect there, and there's the Baton Pass. I think they should have protected turn 1 and then Baton Pass. That was always the play. So Manaphy comes in. They crit him. Something to note, though, is they should always be... They could be Haze Cofagrigus.
Always be.
Yep, and there it is. There's the Haze.
Honestly, I would have just switched into Coco.
With the +2 speed on Manaphy?
I'm losing my mind, boys.
Yeah, you're a bit off today. But so am I, so it's nothing to
Show
be
up in the
ashamed
game,
about. So
oh,
Z
God.
Coco immediately goes for the Giggle Havoc, even though there's a Powell Sand on the field. So let's talk about why that wasn't the play as well. So Manaphy was already at around 62%. Thunderbolt, any electro move would have killed easily. Were they leftovers? I guess they could be Rakan. But regardless, they were not staying in with Manaphy. There's no way. Powellsland is always an easy answer. I think Powellsland takes Grass Knots for days. I'm pretty sure. Or Rotomo. Although Rotomo doesn't like U-turns. Anyway, let's continue on. Their Nature's Madness. As Rotomo Volt switches out. Yeah. So Sculpey can come in now and Earthquake the Cofagrigus if he wants to. Once again. Nope, but they go for the
you can
Protect.
Just haze, though. You can just spam haze, I think.
They
okay?
could spam Haze, or they could go for Shadow Ball this turn. They're going for Baton Pass. Incineroar comes in, but I guess Incineroar +1 speed is a threat. Now that I think about it.
Like, he doesn't really have a switch. I mean,
They're leftovers.
maybe Hydreigon? Oh.
They're Color Berry, so Incineroar can't really break Tofag unless they're Swords Dance. They're Hidden Power, but that does nothing. So they seem to be a defensive Incineroar set. As they go for the Earthquake.
Oh, they go for the Pain Split here?
No, they go for the Haze. Surprisingly.
I kind of don't agree with them sacking down their,
Kofag? Yeah, me either.
I would have
Anyway.
went into Hydreigon earlier.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, Choice Specs is gone. Conkeldurr is an easy switch in if they're Assault Vest. They go for Dragon Pulse, and I don't think they're Assault Vest. A Draco would have done so much more. They go into Cofagrigus, which is fine. If they go for Knockoff, they'll see what ability Conk is, and what's their ability? Guts. They're Guts. Okay, that makes sense. So Selby can come out now. Selby can do whatever it wants.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I
can see a Nasty Plot, and then Stealth Rocks.
Rocks, yeah.
But I was thinking like Nasty Plot, Earth Power could do a ton to this team. Infernape
Even
comes
just,
in now.
Even just double stab could have went in.
I do like that Infernape switch in though, because that gives you momentum next turn.
Yeah, there's nothing for this Infernape. I mean, maybe Palossand, but if he's like special Fire Blast or even physical Flare Blitz.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah,
Hydreigon
it's
can come
all
in again, and we're back to square one as they go for Toxic. But I don't think that's gonna matter too much because Hydreigon just collects moves now. Manaphy comes in, might live, maybe. Yeah, it does. So it's on 11. Now it gets a hit off, assuming it outspeeds. But he's having none of it, and he's going hard Scizor on the Signal Beam, which is iffy.
I could definitely see that. I think that was a safely, but not one I agree with.
No, I like it. I like the Signal Beam play. Not sure if I would have Swords Dance there. Maybe Bolt Punch didn't kill from that range, but because now you have to deal with Incineroar once again. I guess you could always go. He's faster too. He's fast as Zor. That's okay. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool.
I mean, they're probably speed creeping 241.
Yeah, probably. But now Scizor might actually win the game. Yeah, maybe. They got to be careful for of the def drops, but which they're not getting. So Scizor, what? They switched out. You saw that, right?
No.
Why'd they switch?
Were they not roost or anything?
They were roost. They were roosting the whole time.
Wait.
What?
Maybe they thought Palossand got Will-O-Wisp?
But they stayed in for like 3 turns.
I don't know.
Someone help!
Say.
Okay. So Hydreigon comes in. We're at that point in the match. Conkeldurr is not Assault Vest, but it is a switch-in for some reason. Is it Assault Vest? No, it's not. It's not. It's not.
Holy crap.
They're not specs anymore. That's something to note. So that's probably a low roll. Anyway, they go Celebi. As Mach Punch is used
I'm in the
again.
bag. I can't see any way the other team wins.
Me either, man. Anyway, Scolpede comes in. They have Poison Jab or Mega Horn. No,
We're in
they have
wrap up.
Earth. They have Earthquake. What was I saying? Who would run Poison Jab or Mega Horn on Scolpede? Who? Only a fool would do such a thing.
Yeah, this game's a wrap.
Yeah, so Celebi cleans
I'm
up.
so kind of. I guess it didn't matter if they switched out in the end, but I don't know why they did. They could have just SD'd into infinity.
I don't know. I don't know, man. They could have SD'd at least until they got Spit F drop. You know what I mean?
I mean, Palisand's bulky. Don't get me wrong, but it's not taking +6 bullet punches.
No way. No way. They could have been Haze, but they would have gone for that earlier, you think. You know what I mean? Anyway. Celebi cleans up. And that is the match. What was this? Tangang versus... no, Team Royalty versus... What team was this? Ah, I forgot again. This was Team Royalty.
Palisand doesn't even get Haze.
Royalty versus Tangang. Yep, that's what it was. So next up we have...
Did you know Palisand doesn't even get Haze?
It doesn't? Really?
Nope.
My whole life has been a lie.
Look at that, because I'm
Damn.
like, why did I never use
Damn.
Haze when I had Palisand?
My bad. I've been saying that this whole
Hey, I just
video.
want to say one thing. 4 matches from the Goldie person, and this is the first time we've seen Kieran Black.
I know, and it's Z Kieran Black.
Wait, no,
Kieran Black
this is a
too.
different team. No, this is
No,
the
it's the same team. It's the same team, my friend.
We've seen Kieran Black, and they've had like 3 matches.
It is Team Royalty versus the Platoon Goons. Platoon
Mimikyu
Goons.
goes in.
Mimikyu does go in, man. So does Kieran Black.
Hella in.
Anyway, they're gonna have a tough time dealing with Excadrill.
Yeah.
I guess their answer is Mach
they don't
Punch
have an
Conk, but
Wait, pause. They don't have an earthquake switching.
they do not have an Earthquake switching. Very astute observation there, my friend.
Non-resist is Manaphy.
I don't know. I don't know anymore. So Conk leads versus Giggles. Good lead on the Team Royalties side. They'll probably switch with Giggles, but they do not. They do not care about Conk Helder. They go for straight up rocks, and they're not even sturdy. So props to them. Props to them for that. Yeah.
Especially not like Guts, or unless they're like.
No, even then,
then.
Banded Hammer On would probably kill, but that no one runs that. Anyway, they make a really good play going for the Toxic on the Zapdos switch in, so props to them. From the looks of it, they're probably more of a defensive Conk Elder set, considering their leftovers, but now Kieran Black can come in, and as Zapdos just go for a Toxic.
Yeah, with
And
Conk Elder.
Basically, now they have to choose their sack.
Yeah, if this is like Specs Ice Beam.
Specs Ice Beam, it's going to be Z Kieran Black. Oh, never mind. They froze him. They're like, what? I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm mad now. I'm
I don't
mad.
even think this is their Z Pokemon.
This is their Z Pokemon. This is their Z Pokemon. Their life orb. I'm mad.
I can
Bro,
understand.
I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm mad. Z Freeze Shock kills everything on his team.
That is one true observation.
Bro, I don't understand. I don't. Okay. You know what? Jeez. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, so something I'm not understanding is Platoon Goons only have one switching to Z Kieran Black, and that's Suicune. But they did not bring the Suicune. So in this scenario, they'd have to choose a sack. I don't understand why they're not Z. The Z is way better than Life Orb.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Even like a Z Draco or something, you know?
Yeah, I know. Okay. So they freeze Gigalith, and they're going to try to take advantage of that by going hard Scolpede, assuming that it doesn't thaw out. So, okay, that's fine. Now, there's the Earthquake. If I were them, I'd still preserve Gigalith
I'd switch out
for a drill.
Yeah.
Which they do. They go into Zapdos, and at this point, I'd probably go for a Poison Jab or something along those lines. I would not protect there.
Never go for
I would
protect.
not.
I don't understand. In what world was protect the play? Was that a misclick? Versus a frozen Gigalith they would have killed. Why would they ever
At
go
t-
for protect?
at 10% too. I'm sorry.
what
That's
it's not-
funny. That's funny. That's funny. I'm sorry. Okay, so Zapdos comes in. Free switch in for Zapdos. They double
Missing something
protect.
here?
No. I wish Kyle was still here.
Electric
I wish Kyle was
Wait,
still
wait.
here to see this.
I don't. Pause real quick. Can you pause real quick?
Yeah.
Community either. This team is whack.
Why are you Z Kirim if you're not gonna use the Z?
This is the first time we've seen Kirim. And it's not even Z. All right, let's just continue.
4 more matches after this, and then we're done. 4 more matches. Okay, so they baton pass the Mega Kangaskhan. Okay, I understand that. Discharge comes out. They could pair him. They do not. I forget. Are they pressure Zapdos? I think they are. But anyway, Mega Kangaskhan is going to Mega Evolve in return. Not.
Oh,
They are killing Zapdos,
holy.
so good for them. If they win this, I may be mad. Anyway, Mega Lopunny comes out, probably to fake out. Yep, I'm pretty sure Mega Lopunny takes one. I'm pretty sure.
And this is troublesome.
Quick attack. Okay, quick attack kills. That's fair.
Thick.
Indeed. So Mega Kang's gone. Conk comes out. They don't really have a Conk switch in, so they're gonna go Gigalith to sack it. I can see them going Latios, and then doubling back out into Extra Drill.
I can see that, but they probably wouldn't double because they don't need to. Here.
Yeah. I mean, Metagross's was obviously coming out. Psyshock, I'm not sure if I would have made that play, but
I don't know if I would have doubled because
I might have doubled into Mimikyu actually, but yeah. Shadow Balls, they're Assault Vest, I guess. As they Earthquake on the predicted something. Extra Drill,
Extra Drill, I guess.
I guess. I don't know. Anyway, Shadow Ball's coming out, and it's going to do cleans amount of damage. Maybe they're not Mold Breaker. Maybe they're not Sand Rush Drill. That could be it. But then I don't know why. I don't know why they preserve. I don't know. I don't know why they preserve the sand.
What are you talking about?
So they preserved Gigalith from being. So it was frozen, obviously, but they preserved the sand by switching out. But they weren't using the sand at all.
Oh.
So I'm not sure what the point of that was. Anyway, there's the Mega Horn miss. And maybe Latios was Tangaberry? I'm not sure if that mattered.
Honestly?
It could
No,
be
that actually probably mattered a lot.
Could it break through Tanga? Anyway,
I don't think Tanga still would have did a lot.
Yeah, so I don't know why they're sacking Latios here.
Latios, though.
Latios, sorry, my bad. It's been a long day. Anyway, I don't know why they're sacking Latios here, because Latios pretty much beats Conk and Kirim. I guess Mimikyu does too. Never mind.
It does not. This game's over.
Yeah. And they're not. There's the Mimikyu. Okay, so we'll probably go for the Mimikyu
Oh,
BMZ. Let's snuggle forever. As you can just see, the Mimikyu eat Conkeldurr alive. I love the animation for that, by the way.
Oh, deserved L for check this cronut.
Deserved L for Team Royalty, unfortunately. I don't understand some of the plays you made, but, you know, who are we to judge besides the Smogon and Draft Overlords? Which is what we are, by the way. I don't know. Any thoughts on this match? It's like what we've seen these past 3 battles.
Judge you. The match results have judged you themselves.
Exactly. And if you're offended by this video, well, okay. That's all I have to say.
PM II and tell him he's a bitch. That's what you gotta do if you're offended.
Yeah, comment that down below if you're offended. Anyway, on to the next matchup. Okay, so we have 4 more, right? And it is Team Royalty versus Team Uwu. Now, Kieran Black is back. Is it Z? We may never know. But the match. Okay, thoughts on the matchup?
Z Kirim. Okay, Kirim eats ass in this game.
as we thought it did last match. And yet,
Ooh, straight ham.
we were disheartened to see. Anyway,
I can't. Okay, once again, there's no ground resist, so Mamoswine just bodies him.
Yep, definitely.
What's his face? Dragon Boy.
Although to be fair,
Open
okay,
word.
okay, their dragon resist or ice their ground resist. To be fair, is Rotomo, so I can see why they didn't bring it. I can see
Ground
why.
resist is Rotomo.
Yeah,
That's not a good look.
yeah, I can see why. Anyway, I see it being probably Shuckleberry, Metagross, or something along those lines. Defensive Manaphy could
Roserade
also maybe do something, but
spikes up and I don't know. I don't like the Furry Boys matchup.
I don't see how they deal with Celesteela if Kieran Black goes down. Either.
To an extent, the right Conch Elder set, the right Kangaskhan set,
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, let's hop
the
right
right
in.
Metagross
Let's
set
go in-
could maybe work out.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So Metagross lead versus Jolteon lead. Let's see if they use Jolteon better this
box
time.
up.
They go for Volt Switch. That's fair. They don't have an electric immunity on their team either.
Oh,
Bruh.
not having a.
They didn't bring Palisade.
Okay, I get box up here, and if he goes Mana Buzz, I just switch on to Kyurem and claim my kill.
Definitely. Nope, they Zen Headbutt.
And the headbutt. I would.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know anymore. Okay, so they Zen Headbutt the Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz knockoff crits them. They were
Okay, I
Assault
can
Vest.
understand
They were
that.
Assault Vest. So they must be Specs Jolteon.
Oh my. Holy shit.
Kieran Black comes in and show me your switch-ins. Unless you're Ironhead.
Hey,
Never mind.
Why? Why would you ever Ironhead? No! You could just Ironhead when the Mamoswine comes in. What are you doing? Cannot think of a universe where Ironhead is the play.
And they knew they were Rocky Helmet too.
Oh my. Making the hard reads.
They're taking
Oh,
an.
hell.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Oh, these L's have reached the point where I've lost
They were
count.
Choice Scarf Kieran Black. Breathe in. Breathe out.
What the? What? Oh my god.
So for you viewers who don't know how to use Kieran Black, this is how not to use it. If you have the opportunity to use Z Kieran Black,
Wait,
nearly
just-
always give it a Z move. Always.
understand, like,
What is on that the Furry Boys team that they would need Scarf over any other set, which would just demolish their squad?
Well, I'll have you know, Scarf Kieran Black outspeeds the Mega Gardevoir.
see that, and I'm not impressed.
It also
Yeah.
outspeeds Dragon Dance Como.
Oh my.
However,
I can
it is walled by Vaporeon. As well as Mandibuzz with Vaporeon.
Oh,
As
no.
well as Mandibuzz with Vaporeon. Actually, with Mamoswine. Yeah. Okay, so let's just resume the battle. Don't really. But on the plus side, they knocked off. Okay, no, let's talk about this. They stayed in to knock off a Kieran Black, which was most likely Z move.
They just
L's,
shot
L's,
it.
on, L's on both sides, man. L's
Even
on
if
both
they were
sides.
Life Orb, even if they were just Life Orb, Ice Beam would have sent that thing to hell.
Dude, L's on both sides, man. I guess they were sacking Mandibuzz. That's my best guess.
You know what? That's actually respectable because when are they gonna switch into Kieran Black anyways?
Well, now they... Determining that Mandibuzz was worth saving on 3%, they hard switch into the Mamoswine.
That Rocky Helmet could.
But
come
we
in handy.
know that they didn't Ironhead. So, what? Oh yeah, they were still Rocky Helmet. Yeah, okay, I guess that kind of makes sense. But anyway, Outrage is gonna blow Mamoswine back. As Earthquake is gonna blow Kieran Black, and now it's a double down. Okay, that's something.
They're a Scarf Curum, and they still managed to put in a ton of work with it. Imagine if they weren't Scarf.
Exactly. So Kanga can. So Kangaskhan's up again. As I don't know why they didn't just Volt Switch out of there. Their specs, Jolteon, by the way.
Power up. Well, they're probably scared of the fake out.
Yeah, I understand, but I don't know. I feel like Fake Out, if they revealed it, that'd be good for them because they'd know what other move. But anyway. Como comes in, and defensive Conkeldurr is looking like it's a big issue for them.
No, they didn't.
Ice Punch Freeze?
Yeah.
They're going for the Ice Punch Freeze. Okay. Bit scummy, but I can respect it. Not sure if the other team was going for the Ice Punch Freeze, but they also... There's the Z move. Okay, Sub-Zero. See, we should be switching moves or items for Como and Kieran Black. Definitely.
That did no damage.
That did no damage either, which is... Why was Como ICMZ? Okay, so Team Royalty had Kieran Black, Scolipede, Manaphy, Megakang, Metagross, Rotom, Conk, Incineroar, and Palos. And the only reason ICMZ would be okay would be versus Palosand and Rotom.
They're scared of the Palossand.
I guess so. Huh. Anyway. They're going for Drain Punch, but they're never going to beat Conkeldurr. Assuming they go for their own Drain Punch. Yep. And now Mach Punch will be able to cleanly pick them off. They could double into Roserade, I guess, but that's beyond their... No.
Oh, they're not Mach Punch, I don't think.
Oh, maybe they're not Mach Punch. Okay.
Thunder Drain.
I don't know why they're not
Earthquake.
Mach Punch, but... Anyway, Jolteon can look like he can pick up things endgame. Not sure if going Celesteela there was the play.
Why would you switch out?
They're Autonomized Celesteela without the Z move. Okay. I don't... As they tail glow on the Autotomized. Okay. But Roserade scares them out, so they go into Scolipede. That's fair. They could be Scarf Roserade, I guess. But even then, you're not going to kill unless you're Leaf Storm. Okay, so they go Scolipede as they get up a Spike, which is a good play. Sorry. Baton Pass. Manaphy, probably. Yep, Manaphy. As they're acrobatics, so what item are they? No item?
Negative damage.
They're no item. They're no item Selly, maybe. No, but that did too little to be no item Selly. So they are Scarf Roserade, and Manaphy apparently did not have enough outspeed to outspeed Roserade. So take an L. That's an L. That's an L. You know that's an L. Anyway, Power Up Punch was why.
You better be Sucker Punch.
You better, yeah. You. Let's see the poison point. Okay, they're stuck. Okay, I can understand
They
that.
might win this game. This game might be won.
I think Selly takes one unless they're Fire Punch. They are Fire Punch. They are Autotomize. Okay. But yeah, Mega
Negative
Kang
damage.
cleans up. Scarf Kieran Black for the win.
Alright.
Let's see if they sucker here. They do sucker here. Okay, that's game.
So you know what? Good on them.
They
Good on
played.
them.
They played the end game well. I can respect that.
I honestly think they played the end game correctly, and I honestly think they had a really good matchup.
Yeah, I think them being Z, O over Z Celesteela really hurt.
Z Celesteela, that could have been GG right there.
Yeah, exactly.
But they weren't, so
Okay.
they probably would have prepped differently if they were Z Celesteela.
Yeah, maybe. All right, moving on to the next match. We have Tangang versus the Platoon Goons. Now,
In here?
the Platoon Goons. So these two teams have actually done relatively well. They've made
Yeah. These are
correct
probably
plays
the
most of
two
the time.
that are getting
Yeah.
that are getting out.
Yeah, most likely. Let me just check that we're still recording. We are still recording. I've checked that like 5 times to make sure. Anyway, so do you think we should go over a quick team recap before we
Sure.
hop into it? Okay, so Tangang has Tapu Koko, Z Tapu Koko, Infernape, Hydreigon, Mega Diancie, which they haven't brought yet. I find it a bit interesting. Scizor, Celebi, Umbreon, Cofagrigus, and the Piloswine. The Platoon Goons have Megalopony, Latios, Zapdos, Suicune, Excadrill, Mimikyu, Z Mimikyu, Incineroar, Tangrowth, and the Gigalith. What do you think of Sand this matchup?
Actually, maybe with the exact correct set, it can put in work. Oh, with like X Scissor, Earthquake,
Yeah, I could see it.
SD.
Ah, maybe. Coco has a tough time this match, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
The only way it'll do work is in versus Suicune and Latios.
I think Mimikyu, if they can like Excadrill and Mimikyu both pressure the
Scizor.
Scizor,
Yeah,
one gets rid of the other four.
yeah, I
Like
can
if
see it.
Excadrill gets rid like weakens Scizor for Mimikyu, I think Mimikyu can go in, and if Mimikyu weakens Scizor for Excadrill, I think Excadrill can go in.
Yeah, I agree. Hydreigon can
Probably
kind
have to
of
be.
looks like a
They
bit of a
probably
threat.
have to be like super Fizz Def Celebi though.
Yeah. I could also see Infernape putting in a lot of work. All it has to get past is Suicune and Latios, really. Anyway, let's hop right into the match. So they're gonna lead Celebi as they lead Lopunny, and let's see if they go for the fake out here.
Rocky Helmet.
They
Rocky
do, and
Helmet
I
right
expect
here.
Rocky Helmet or something along those lines, but it's not. That's okay.
It might be leftovers.
Yeah, I can see leftovers or Scarf maybe. Maybe. Anyway, they're gonna go for Psychic, which does nothing to Latios.
Barrier or
They might be
something?
Scarf. Celebi. Anyway, they catch this Scizor with
Fire
Hidden Power
play.
Fire. Very good play on Platoon Goons. As they double, which is another good play, as, they'll probably switch out with Scizor and do the Piles one. Yes, very good play by the Platoon Goons.
They're making, dude. Platoon Goons are making these boys look stupid.
Sub Suicune. Oh, don't tell me it's Sub Combine
Wait,
Protect.
it's
Don't tell me
Vince
it's-
Coon.
Oh my god. Okay, so
100% it's Vince Coon.
Hydreigon, I'm sorry, buddy. Metronome may break through though. Probably not, but
Maybe.
anyway, they'll probably go for the Combine this play. As they do, as now I expect another sub. I
It's
can
just
see them
switched
going
out.
Coco here. As they go for Protect, which I guess is fine. As they reveal the
Oh,
Toxic.
toxic. That's
Very
a
good play. Very good play by the Tangang. As now they go into Gigalith. Toxic was a very good call for the Hydreigon.
Nice,
I guess they could be Rescue, but even then that's unlikely because of Tapu Koko's Electric Train.
Rest. Ooh, sub protect CM rest.
Yeah. Anyway, Celebi comes out as rocks probably go up on the other side of the field. Celebi's probably
What
going to
the
get up
Celebi
rocks of their
side is.
own. Again, Celebi could be Scarfed, as I'm pretty sure it is Scarfed at this point. But I can't be. I'm not too sure. Pillow comes out and is probably going to get some rocks. As they reveal another Toxic, so very good play
In the U-turn problem.
on Platoon Goons. Stealth Rock's probably coming up, if I had to guess. No one goes Hard Drill there to get rid of him. Pillow probably going to switch out. They may sack Scizor here. As they go for Protect. Interesting. As they go for the return. Yeah, no, I don't think High Jump Kick would ever be the play. Especially because you risk missing and Celebi is an easy answer. Ice Shard is going to do some damage as they go for High Jump Kick that turn. They connect. Pillow gone. What do you think? You think Celebi's Scarfed?
Probably. If there's not leftovers and they're not
Yeah, I can see it.
has some stuff.
Mimikyu is
Especially if they're
looking
bringing it
a
in.
lot better for their team now.
Still is looking like a threat.
So is Extra though. They don't. Scizor's at 45%. So the fact that they were able to catch Scizor off guard with the Hidden Power Fire earlier.
Mimikyu is gonna go in if he lets them.
So is Drill. I'm thinking they're probably Mach Punch Infernape for the Sand Rush
Possibly.
Drill and Lopunny.
Mach Punch or Vacuum Wave.
Or Vacuum Wave, yeah, that's also an option. But yeah, let's
Here.
continue. So let's see if they switch. They return. Celebi is not Scarfed as it turns out, and I guess that makes sense. They didn't really take that much
I think-
fake out damage in the beginning.
They can probably tell that from Calcs.
Yeah, probably. So they're gonna go into Latios. U-turn is obvious, or another recover. Either one could work. They go for the recover. Latios is still an issue for their team. They really don't have any switches. Coco comes out. They could HP fire. As they Draco. Okay.
I can understand the Draco.
Yeah, me too. They're leftovers Coco too, so they might be defog.
If they're not, they might be Tangaberry, Celebi.
True. What would they be Tangaberry for? Sculpey?
For X,
No, not Sculpey.
Ectodrill.
True. They could be that. Especially since they sack Scizor so early. But I'm not seeing a move on Celebi that really deals with Excadrill that well. Or that takes it out with
Earth
one hit.
Power.
I don't know. Their U-turn... No, their U-turn Psychic Energy Ball Recover. They don't have a move to kill Drill. From full, at least.
Did negative amounts of damage.
That did. So now Infernape comes in, and Mimikyu is... I don't know. I'm not sure if I would have used Mimikyu that early. But Suicune comes out now, and let's see what Infernape set this is. Is there just Flare Blitz? Yeah, I can understand that.
Have to double here. You can't let Celebi come in.
Yeah.
I go Latios.
I could see them U-turning. I could also see Thunder Punch Iron Fist Infernape with the Electric Terrain for Suicune. If they wanted to do that.
I can definitely see that.
Yeah. So Lopunny comes out, they'll probably sack Scizor here. Scizor really doesn't do much at this point besides Bullet Punch. And even then, Shadow Sneak at this point, at +2 anyway, is going to kill from Mimikyu. It's not going to do much to Suicune at all. Excadrill comes in. Interesting. I'm surprised they didn't sack it, but they go for the Toxic, which... Huh.
Interesting. Even
Okay.
more interesting.
Okay, so they're just going to Bullet Punch, but they may give Drill time to Swords Dance. But, again, Sand's almost run its course, which it has, actually.
I guess they count that Iron Head would kill.
Yeah, probably. So Hydreigon comes in now. Show me your switch-ins. The Suicune, kind of a switch-in. I don't think we saw damage on it yet. From Hydreigon anyway. So that's going to
They're
do...
just trying to,
They'll probably
sack us off.
protect here. No, they didn't.
No,
I guess
they want this sacked off.
For what?
Doing anything in this matchup, and they probably want to bring
Oh,
Mimikyu
true. Well, I was thinking they
Latios
could just
in.
use it as like a way to sack it off to Infernape. But, yeah. Anyway, this isn't beating Roof's Toxic Hydreigon. I can see them protecting here. But they're sacking it off. They'll probably go Lopunny
I
here.
I would bring, yeah, Lopunny.
Yeah, I'd bring Lopunny. They have to go for high jump kick because return doesn't kill. So I guess they're banking on a miss. Now they can easily go for a return here. And yeah, Lopunny can come in on... So Platoon Goons have one up on them. They can sack something and then go whatever Mon to beat the next one and so on. So it's looking like a wrap for Platoon Goons. As they go for the U-turn, they need momentum at this point. Hydreigon comes in. I'm not sure if Hydreigon kills Mimikyu. Yeah, I didn't think it did.
I'm also not
So
sure.
Play Rough
I
is
did no
gonna
damage.
kill.
Mimikyu is like thick on the Spadef side.
Yeah, it really is. So Infernape's gonna come in. Should stop this saying really, but Shadow Sneak is gonna be able to 2 KO. His Flare Blitz is be able to put it in
Looking over.
the Blaze,
And
and
Fake
Latios
Out
or
over
Infernape
here.
can come in, but Fake Out is obviously the play. You don't want to risk it being Scarf.
I don't think there's a Tapu Koko set that can beat all three.
There's not. I mean, there's hardly a Tapu Koko set that can beat Excadrill. And they're leftovers, by the way. So Return is going to be able to kill Koko, and that is a wrap. So how do you think those guys played?
Played pretty well.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I think the Platoon Goons
Rocky
had
Helmet, Celebi. Rocky Helmet, Celebi should have been the play to weaken this Lopunny, especially with how big of a threat it was to the team.
I agree. Platoon Goons, I really need to stop saying but regardless, I thought the Platoon Goons played exceptionally well this matchup. They made all the right, they made most of the right plays. Safe plays, yeah, and they made some predictions that kind of allowed them to stay one step ahead of Tangang. I felt like throughout most of the match that they had the upper hand, or like they were one step ahead. You know what I mean?
All planned out, so I gotta respect to them.
Yeah. But that's no disrespect to Tangang either, because they played okay. They didn't play like trash. They made plays. I didn't think their prep was terrible. Anyway, it's not like they had a Z Cure in black and didn't bring a Zmon on it, so, you know, that's a W in my book. regardless, let's move on to the next match. We only have 2 matches left, so let's see what it is. So we are having Tangang playing the team Uwu.
Hey, gang, please beat these guys. I do not like their team.
Anyway, Bob
All right,
Force
pause real
Me
quick.
is right
Are
up.
they Mega Dancing?
They are Mega dancing. I think this is the first time we've seen them bring this match.
No electric community, which is kind of whack. And yeah, that's all I gotta say.
So they lead with Balloon Infernape, which I guess they were
Only for,
expecting a lead Mamoswine.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Respectable.
All right, so Jolteon's probably going to try and Volt Switch out of there. Something to note, though, Jolteon kind of runs shop versus their team, considering they have Tapu Koko.
That's a lot of that. That might be specs or something. For
Yeah, I
for,
could see them. So Tangang, does Tangang have a? I'm surprised they didn't bring Piloswine with a Jolteon on their other team. Wow. Okay.
They're
Okay.
scared of like being set up fodder for Celesteela.
Even then, man, Celesteela isn't Z. You know what I mean? Regardless. Dragon Dance Coma O is about to set up, and let's see what it does. It could Earthquake here, but they are Scour Tapu Koko for the Dragon Dance Coma O, and claims its first kill. So now Celesteela, I can actually see why they brought Scarf Coco, because that probably deals with the Totemized Celesteela as well. So that makes sense.
So it takes away like mind games or whatever with Jolteon.
Oh yeah, exactly. Celesteela is out versus the Infernape. I'm thinking Infernape's probably going to want to get up rocks, considering. Then again, that Air Slash did a lot. I don't think it's offensive. I think offensive would have killed. But they stay in, not afraid to Iron Head kill this Infernape. So I'm thinking they're Aquaberry.
I don't see why SD's a play.
Yeah, I don't see why SD was play either. I'm thinking they were Aquaberry. I mean, I guess I could see it for the Vaporeon switching, but you know what I mean?
Just go for rock. I guess it's not the rocker, huh?
Yeah, I guess not. Diancie could be rocker. Coco comes in as they Fire Blast, and that does a lot. I'm not sure why they're Fire Blast over Flamethrower. I'm not sure I would have.
It probably secures KOs where.
But they stay in versus. Okay, I can understand that actually, because they know their Scarf. Yeah. Obviously, they're gonna switch, and we're at +1 Spadef too. As now they're gonna go into Jolteon. Yeah. So Signal Beam
right
might
here.
kill Celebi. Okay. Yeah, that does a ton.
Oh, that was thick.
Yeah.
They need box up, I think.
Jolteon is just running shop, man. I don't know. This
I
is
think
rough.
they go U-turn here.
They go, yeah, they'll probably U-turn. They go into Vaporeon. Vaporeon really doesn't do too much, especially with Celebi around. And Umbreon. But
Switching.
Celebi's probably going to get up rocks up, maybe. Yeah. They go for the Psychic on the Vaporeon? Okay. I guess they were expecting Rosary to come in, but Toxic Spikes could be helpful. They might be Scarf Rosary too.
That was probably Hidden Power Fire.
Yeah, probably. So Vaporeon can come in. It can kind of take on Diancie, kind of. Diamond Storm does it. Never mind. Did I say kind of? I meant not at all.
Not at all. Yeah. Yeah.
I take back what I said. And they risk
can-
it. They risk the miss going for it again too, which is interesting.
I can see why, in case they want to go Celesteela.
Yeah. So Roserade comes out, and I'm pretty sure they're fearing it's
Power
Scarf.
Fire right here if you have balls. No balls.
They're still trying to bank on the fact that it's not. They don't think they're Scarf too. So Jolteon comes in, and Jolteon. Ooh, that U-turn did a lot. I think that put it in range of Bullet Punch.
And in range of U-turn.
And in range of Dazzling Gleam too. But yeah, Jolteon's gone now. I don't know. I think Jolteon could have done more this match. Anyway, Celebi's coming on out as Celesteela has returned
Celebi, right?
as they Psychic here, which I don't know. I don't know.
I guess they're just stacking it off so it can what's it called?
I think yeah, I guess so. So Diamond Storm is obviously gonna come out as they
Diamond Storm probably sends
go
the same
into
straight there.
yeah, pretty much. So Diancie pretty much wins the game at this point. If man was not Life Orb, Earthquake might not kill. Yep.
Scarf.
So now they're Magnet Rise. Ooh. That's flames. So
They got
now,
Sack Celestial. And
yeah,
then
now they have to.
Mammo
yeah.
cannot win. Mammo cannot win.
No, not with Scarf Coco, not with Umbreon, not with Scizor still around. Scarf Mammo definitely can't win, but they lock themselves in the Earthquake, I guess, hoping for
I
Magnet
mean,
Rise.
it doesn't matter. It didn't
Yeah.
matter at all. So
I mean, to be honest, I think going for an Ice move would have been a better play, just for differential reasons, but I can understand why the Earthquake.
It really did not matter. They're probably out from losing this game. They're out a while ago, probably.
Yeah. Anyway, I didn't think they played too terribly. I think that this is a step up from the last match we viewed them playing.
I think they lost a matchup.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like they should have used Jolteon a bit better, but regardless, I think Tangang played well in how they
In
played
hindsight,
around their
we
team.
can say that they could have scouted with Komo, but you can't.
I can't blame them for that. Yeah, I think they set up a bit too early with Como. If I'm being honest, I think they should have tried to feel out all of their other sets. But regardless, good game to both of
Komo
them.
was their only way of winning, so unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay. So next and final match for the Heat division, we have Team Uwu versus the Platoon Goons. And thoughts on team
Goons
matchup?
have been strong. This is one of looking at it. I think Platoon Goons have matchup as well. They actually have an electric community. Goes in.
Yeah. I like the Platoon Goons matchup as well. Like, Zapdos is a huge threat to them.
I think we've seen Uwu face a
Like a
Latios
Lopunny.
team before.
Latios.
And Latios could have went in had it not been a retarded Dragon Dance set.
Yeah, Latios. Yeah.
I don't think Lopunny is going to do much with Mandibuzz,
Mandibuzz,
but Latios with like the correct... Latios kind of lures in certain Pokemon that deal with Mega Lopunny to an extent, so maybe we can see something from that.
Yeah. I can see Mimikyu cleaning up as well.
Definitely.
Anyway, let's hop right into the match one final time for this video. Mandibuzz lead, which is odd, versus
Stop right here.
I don't really think Mandibuzz should really be a lead most of the time. Just because it's
Shout
more
out.
of a switch in than you know what I mean? It's more of a switch in.
Maybe they're trying to get momentum or whatever.
I guess they could have U-turn here, but they go for knockoff on the Latios. That does a lot actually. But they're roost, so their efforts were in vain a bit. They are U-turn. Okay. Yeah, they're getting momentum here. So Mammothwine comes in, and especially because they're not Life Orb, they're going to be doing a considerably amount less damage. Suicune can always come in versus Mammo, though, as they Ice Shard, which I don't think was the play. I think you should have gone for Rocks most of the time, or Earthquake predicting Suicune, because Suicune is always coming in versus that. Jolteon comes in now, and Jolteon's going to get burned. Yep. And now
This is not doing anything to Extra If Extra gets rocks up, it can Toxic.
I'm not sure if I like Jolteon's matchup. Like,
Jolteon
it's
is
just not powerful enough to break through things, and it gets walled by Excadrill. You know what I mean?
Free rocks right now.
Like, it can't even one-hit kill Suicune. But yeah, 3 rocks are inevitable, as they do happen. Zapdos can now come out. Stone Edge can come, or Leech Seed.
I'm just doing no damage.
I would think that
Yeah,
they might, if they were Z Celesteela, I might think they'd be like Stonium Z, or Rockium Z, sorry, with Stone Edge. But they're Leech Seed, which is fine. That's not a bad set. Are they Pressure Zapdos? Did we see that? They are Pressure.
Sure.
Okay, so Jolteon could come in. Pretty obvious switching as they go for the Heat Wave. I guess that, yeah, they're getting some Leech Seed recovery, but now they can just go right back out into Drill. Really no consequence to that. As they go for
Not
Volt
really
Switch.
getting much.
Yeah. I mean, Jolteon, the fact that Jolteon's burn hurts them a lot. Now they can go into Celesteela, which is another obvious switch in, as we can see what Drill... They dull out into Zapdos, which is a good play. I guess they were scouting for, like, a hidden power that hit Drill as well.
Just predicting. It's not like they're gonna
But
hold
now,
two
yeah,
slice.
now Heat Wave is free. It'll kill, or it'll hurt Celesteela, and it'll kill Jolteon. So Jolteon's gone. At least there weren't Quick Feet. So that's something. Mamoswine can come in, and Mamoswine's an issue, but Suicune is always a switch in. I expect them to get
Like-
rocks up this turn to hurt Zapdos, but no, they go for
I mean,
crash.
you're so far on the bat, they got to be making play. I can understand what they're going for, but
Yeah,
it already feels like they've lost.
yeah, like they're just trying to catch up. That's what it feels like. So they go for Scald. Rose Raid might be burned. It might not be. Are they? I'm not sure what set it is yet. Looks to be offensive Rose Raid maybe. I'm not sure if Zapdos was the play because Sludge Bomb was free.
They're going to tap those.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I agree with that, especially since that's their Selly switching. And because if Zapdos gets poisoned, then Leech Seed is gonna be doing a lot more. You know what I mean?
If they got poisoned, that would have been a really bad play. But
Yeah, and even I mean, I think Drill might have been the play regardless before that, but
It's not
instead
like
of going
Energy Ball
Zapdos,
would
but
much.
yeah. And then they can see if they're Scarf that way. But they're gonna go into Zapdos again, doubling as they just double Sludge Bomb. So actually, very good play.
nice
on Uwu.
play
Yeah,
on Uwu's part.
very good.
Really, I was thinking they should have double Sludge Bomb there.
But now,
That was a nice play.
yeah, now Manabuzz can come out, and Lopunny is going to fake out, which I think they should. I don't agree with faking out. I think they should have just hard attacked. Rosary would have died to return, I believe.
Yeah, they might have been scared of it because it's Scarf, but eh.
But even then, like that, I still think return would have been the play. They go for Power Punch. They could be Brave Bird Mandibuzz, but I don't think they are. And I think this might be game actually.
Punch Quick Attack, it's over right now.
They're Air Slash. Okay. I'm pretty sure Brave Bird would be doing more, but High Jump Kick might kill. Return, yeah, Return does clean them out as they Air Slash one more time, and I think that puts them in range of Ice Shard for a Mamoswine. So good on, very good on
Quick
that part.
Attack though.
Are they Quick Attack? Mamoswine's at 68. I don't think that's gonna kill.
Dude, I don't know.
I don't know, man. Well, they switch out anyway, as they now go for Rocks. Maybe they do not. They go for Ice Shard. Okay.
No way they went for Rocks there.
They might be Rocks liking Rock instead then.
They have to go Rocks here if they have it.
I mean, at
Rocks
this point,
with
Rocks
X-
aren't gonna do much. If I'm being honest.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking was Zapdos down. But
Yeah.
yeah, Leech Seeds.
I mean, they're just going for Scald Burns, obviously. And once they get a burn on Celesteela, it's kind of over.
With Latios in the back, it's
I
not
could
looking
I
good.
could see them protecting
I'd
and
have
then
to-
going
you'd have to
into.
double- You'd have to double here or something.
They double Leech Seed. Okay. That's fair.
Okay, okay. All right, you're making some plays. We're making some plays out here.
Your voice cracked just like a lot there.
Where you bring Heavy Slam?
Yeah, I don't know why they're not running Heavy Slam. I think that'll do a lot more to Latios. Anyway, they go hard Lichen Rock here, which is interesting.
UI.
Maybe they're Sash and they're trying to get back to full, but Swords Dance could win them the game if it's not Sash Drill
Maybe not win,
or
but
Scarf. They do damage. They're Crunch actually. They're
no, I'm
leftovers.
right here.
See, like if they were Swords Dance, Drill Run,
Yes.
like the only thing that could really wait. How much is Suicune at? No, Suicune could still take a hit. Never mind. Forget what I was saying. Fake Out comes out again, which
I don't know why you're faking.
I'm not sure. I think the Platoon Goons have this
Here's
regardless.
You should have.
Low kick.
Ah, that's
That's
good
kinda
tech.
cool.
I like that tech.
Yeah, me too. That probably does a lot more to Celesteela. Or at least does the same as High
Wow.
Jump Kick without the threat of missing.
Space power and it plays to protect.
But now they have to deal with Are they gonna let Celesteela win? That did a lot. Oh,
Actually, no life.
without
orb.
Life Orb, I guess they weren't very Spadef bulky. But now I think their only play is to. I was gonna say their only play was to Swords Dance on the Suicune, but. Okay, so
Oh,
this is.
Rosary, dude.
Hang on, let's go back a turn.
It's
all
kind
right.
of a 50-50, huh?
All right, so they Thunderbolt and the Lichen Rock comes in, right? So I'm thinking that if Ubu wants to win, their play here is to Swords Dance, right? Because unless they drop a Draco here, which I'm not even sure they have, Lichen Rock takes a hit from anything unless it's like a Surf. So if they Swords Dance on the Suicune, they can weaken it enough for Mamoswine to kill it, and then Roserade can potentially clean if it's Scarf.
Roserade
With
doesn't
Mamoswine,
beat
with Mamoswine helping with Ice Shard.
how it goes, like even if they kill Suicune, Mamoswine, like Roserade can't kill Mimikyu from full.
With Leaf Storm, that's true. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of ways for him to potentially win.
This is the right play, Crunch, because then they can maybe win a 50-50. Because like, all right, resume please.
Actually,
They kill Latios here,
yeah.
and then they have Suicune, and now it's kind of a 50-50. Because if they go Roserade and they Scald, they can potentially win the game because
They go for Thunderfang here. So if they had Thunderblade, then
that
maybe...
was not the play. That was not the play.
I think they needed this for a Cell Rock. I can understand why they miss it. Okay, that's kind of huge because now Mamoswine can't kill them.
No.
And their rest... see? I don't know. They're still... If they're Sword
Should
Stance,
have
they're
went
still...
Roserade. Go Roserade. Go Roserade. Go
No,
Roserade.
well, they died to rocks anyway. Oh, wait, they're not... Yeah. Yeah, they died to rocks. I thought they were Life Orb for some reason, but... They're Sleep Talk Suicune. So they're making the right plays by staying in. Thunderfang again. If they get like a
Got
para...
higher health. Get a flinch here.
If they get a flinch
have a
here,
chance.
yeah, they definitely have a chance. Flinch? No. Okay, it's pretty much over. They have to get, like... They have to connect all of them for one. And then they
Accuracy
probably
is not
need-
low.
It's 95, I believe. So let's see what happens. Oh, they're Sleep Talk Toxic.
Ooh, if they get 20.
So if
no,
they get...
it's over.
Yeah, it's pretty much over. Mimikyu wins
If-
in the end game. So the fact they get a Toxic off now is probably better
This
for them.
actually sucked.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So if they're Giga Drain Roserade, do you think they can get back to full from Mimikyu? No, not from Suicune.
No.
And then try
So what
to
I
kill it
think is-
off. So they Giga Drain the next turn, and then they double out into Mamoswine, and then Leaf Storm.
Why didn't they go, dude? They should have went Roserade earlier. You said it died of rocks.
Lycanroc dies to rocks. That's why I said Lycanroc
No,
dies to rocks.
like they should have immediately went Roserade when Suicune came in.
Oh, when I was talking before? Yeah, definitely.
And then it would have broke Mimikyu's disguise, and yeah, after that.
Yeah. So they go for Swords Dance, which is the right play. They can just Shadow Sneak win. Yep. Game over. Good game.
A little bit after.
I don't know. What do you think about this game?
Can you go back a couple turns to when Suicune first came in? Tell the Latios, what I think they should have gone is as soon as Suicune came out, they go Roserade.
Yeah,
and they start
definitely.
energy balling.
Yeah. That should have been the play.
They go energy balling, and even if they double into Mimikyu, that breaks your disguise, and then it would be like a 50-50 after that.
Exactly.
Because
Lycanroc would be
any-
healthy enough to take a +2 Shadow Sneak, and they could win the game.
So yeah,
Yeah.
if they win a 50-50, like, so 50-50 would be if they energy ball, they get damage on Mimikyu, and they can stack what's his face, Mamoswine, and then win with Roserade in the win with Lycanroc and Roserade in the back.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be a 50-50 because they can energy ball and do damage as they SD, or they can switch into Mamoswine and go into face Lycanroc and kill it.
Exactly. Anything to add as we finish the Heat Pool division?
To Nathan 22, he went out, missing overheat. So press F in the comments for your boy.
Exactly. But if you made it this far, guys, thanks for watching. We'll be so what we'll be doing is we'll be doing videos for the other pool divisions as well. So if we didn't do you this time, expect that to happen sometime in the future. We'll try to have one out every day if possible. But regardless, thanks for watching.
Don't go crazy here.
Yeah, don't go crazy. Stay tuned for more TMT matches. Peace.